going to like Orange Beach or something on.
No, that's in November.
Oh, I just totally don't listen then.
No, you're all good.
Yeah, well, whatever. Well, at least if you were sick, you got to watch plenty of Star Trek.
Tried to. I was mainly fever-ridden, laying on the couch having.
And that impairs your
dreams.
your vision and auditory senses.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, because I was just asleep having nightmares for 3 days.
Wuss.
I had a dream that a guy kidnapped us, a group of me and kids from high school, and took us to a basement and had us fight to the death.
Oh, okay.
And it was a terrible fucking.
Did you win?
No. God, no.
I guess that's why it was a nightmare then. But.
I mean, if I remember right, I won maybe one. But then
hey, a win's a win. Doesn't matter if there's like 7 other losses behind it. A win's a win.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I woke up dying though. That's
died in your dream, you died in real life.
Yeah, but no, it was kind of a rough past couple of 4 or 5 days.
See, we should have recorded last week, because then like your fever dreams and your deliriousness probably would have added to our discussion of season 2.
That is fair.
Possibly put a little bit more of the fever humor in there.
Well, I mean, it fucking good lord, I would have been miserable.
I wouldn't have been. I'd have had a great time.
That's fair. But I think I'm all good now. Just a little shitty.
Just a little shitty. We're all a little shitty. But
season 2 though.
Yep, season 2. We're back. Season 2. It's been a week. It's been too long, so I'm glad we're back recording again. Glad you're not dying.
I appreciate it.
But yep, talk about death, and then of course the first episode is about birth.
Yeah,
the child.
A
weird Troy-centric episode about her just getting knocked up.
Yeah,
out of the blue. What even Rikers?
No,
and he was pissed the whole time too. It was it's not my fucking kid. Don't get knocked up.
It's like he doesn't even remember last season trying to bang that one chick over the gigantic planet of all the women.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, that didn't matter.
The beta males. Yeah,
I was doing a social work.
Yeah. Oh man, and of course this is Pulaski and Guinan's first episodes, first appearance,
and 10 Forward, isn't it? Is that the first appearance of 10 Forward?
It might be, and I mean, I guess they got enough money for one extra set.
Yeah, like we can
flesh out the bridge, shitty landing party.
Yeah,
environments with green skies that are obvious backdrops.
Yeah, the sets look so much better.
They definitely look better.
Also, just saying, I was about to say 10 Forward looked really cool, but I was thinking, I don't know why, but I was thinking that the pantsuits were gone this season, like the jumpsuits. And then as I'm watching, I'm like, oh yeah, that's season. Is it season 3?
Season 3, yeah. Season 3 is when they get the pants and tunic.
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
It looks like they ride less high though. So
they do. Good. They looked a little bit more tailored, a little bit more comfortable.
Good
Not everyone's got a camel toe, thank God.
Yeah.
Except for the guys in dresses. I think there were still the dresses in season 2.
Really?
Yeah, but it was mostly the other chicks. Just chicks were wearing them. I didn't see any guys in dresses.
Yeah, I didn't see any buff dudes. Wearing dresses.
Yeah.
But also, so Troy gets pregnant, which is weird too because she's like the Virgin Mary, essentially. She's just like, I don't know how it happened, And it was literally that, like an alien just
like whoop right in there.
Yeah. Oh, now you're pregnant.
Yep. Right in your belly.
Also, the baby has the life of a fly.
Literally, yeah.
It's gonna die.
But it only decided to die because the all of those samples, those virus samples, one started to grow or something.
Yeah.
For no reason, for whatever radiation this kid's giving off, which I don't know how they didn't detect this kid giving off radiation in the internal sensors. I don't understand that at all. But apparently he's giving off this one specific radiation that's going to make a 100% mortality rate virus spread in the containment field and just totally fuck everything up for the entire crew. Because they even said, if we lose containment, we'll lose the entire deck.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And then if that gets out, we're going to lose the entire ship. We're all going to die. And this kid's just like...
You see these puppies I found in the By the way, Enterprise has puppies. That was pretty sick to see.
Yeah, who's raising dogs on the Enterprise?
That's what I'm saying.
Who is the dog raiser on the Enterprise? They're just replicated holograms or something. They just holographic projectors in the nursery to make puppies.
Well, and
that didn't make any sense. Who has a litter of animals on the ship?
Well, and also I don't know how it feels to go warp. To go really fast, but how do the dogs do with that? They just
their ears can just hear the high pitched whining of the warp engines. They just freak out every time they go to warp.
Yeah, I feel like dogs would hate space.
Light speed dog whistle.
Well, and then also the baby came right out. Like there was like no issue.
No trauma,
Yeah.
according to Dr. Pulaski.
Yeah.
Whatever. She's a bitch. I hate her.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I can't
I
stand her.
cannot stand it. As soon as I remember when I first watched season 2, they're like, "Oh, Crusher's on medical leave."
No,
whatever.
she took a job.
not-
She took
yeah.
a position at Starfleet Medical, so technically medical leave.
Yeah.
If you want to put it that way, technically. But she's back on Earth.
They're like, "We got this chick that's kind of a dick and keeps calling Data Data."
Oh my god!
And it.
But he slaps back at her, which is good.
Oh yeah,
He gets a shot into her.
Yeah, because she says Data, and he goes, "It's Data," and he's like, "I didn't know all those wires had bruised feelings." Like, you fucking dick.
Evil bitch.
But then Troy rejects the abortion. That's like the first thing they suggest. Well, what?
Yeah, Riker just immediately was like, "Can we abort it?"
Yeah, we
I
should
was
probably kill it.
Whoa, respect for all life over here. And Riker's like, "Pill, Plan B, right now.
Yeah, no,
Take it.
that's my chick. Even
Someone
though
get
I
a coat
date other
hanger. Where's
chicks.
it at?"
Someone get it. And then the baby grows in 36 hours.
Yeah, becomes like a 4-year-old in 36 hours.
Yeah, fully formed.
I don't really remember much about this episode. It's just kind of a weird way to start season 2.
It is a strange beginning.
Yeah, it's very strange. Nothing really sits with me other than Pulaski being a bitch, and Troy is good. Like she can just go for she just baby fell right out of her.
Yeah,
everything's tip top shape up there, and now like Riker can go back for round 2 or something.
Yeah, he's ready to make his
go.
kid.
Yeah, he's ready to make his kid.
Star Trek
eventually.
Picard.
Yeah, only took 20 years.
Yeah, he waited till they were in their 60s.
That's a lot of foreplay.
Well, and then also Worf upgraded to yellow.
Yeah,
Worf
we
is
see
now
Worf is
yellow.
now chief of security. Took
And-
Tasha's, the promotion, the death promotion.
His makeup looks better too.
His hair, it was his hair.
Yeah, that's
The
that's
hair
what it
looked
is,
less
isn't it?
like toupee and more actual hair, like actual hair.
No,
they
that's
just they
fair.
got a horse hair. They just horsetail
Yeah.
wrapped around his fucking forehead.
And then the first appearance of Guinan, so they started filming The View that season. of Star Trek. They were like, "All right, there we go."
Joy Behar comes in season 3. One of my notes was this is like a really weird. I think this might have been a TOS episode pitch that Gene had, and then
they took it.
they decided to not do it. I think it was gonna be called like Infection or something like. I think it was gonna be called Infection about a female officer. I don't think it was gonna be like anyone named. Main character was gonna get pregnant, and they were gonna deal with this, and I guess they didn't want to do it, and Gene brought it back for this. And which was still a horrible idea. They should not have done this in TOS or in TNG to start a freaking season.
Yeah, it's a weird episode. It did make me laugh though, is like the doctor didn't want Data in there for the birth, and Troy's like, "Oh, it's fine." He's like, "Oh, intriguing." I wish he would have been all up in there, just like looking right down the.
Pulaski says another fucking bitch line. I think Gianna would prefer a warm human hand outside of a cold, android hand. I was like, what? That is your main concern about a woman giving birth right now? Like, obviously she's known Data a hell of a lot longer than she's known you. Yeah. And Data being a cold android is definitely more compassionate than you in definitely the first season.
Just being a dick
literally watch Tasha die, all that stuff. And like, he's still more of a compassionate bedside mannered person than you are.
No, 100%.
God, I can't stand her so much.
Well, she's like, I can't have that fucking clanker in here. You know, let him in there.
Oh man, but God.
But yeah, it's a weird episode. I thought it was still pretty cool though. Like honestly, it's still better than half the bad episodes from the first season.
And oddly enough, this isn't the worst episode of season 2.
No,
very weird, but definitely not the worst.
You know what the worst rated episode was?
Was it the
Is 22.
Yeah. It's
just flashbacks.
Yeah,
but we'll get there.
We'll get there. We're jumping ahead. Well, that'll be a flashback.
But yeah, not bad episode. Deanna has a baby. It dies in 3 days just to have human experience. It came orbed into her stomach, made a baby in 36 hours. And
so if you think if it came out and she was good, physically good, you think that when what was his name, like Ian named after her father. His name was like Ian or something.
Oh yeah,
or some weird dumb name.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I wonder if when he finally like dies, she's all crying and stuff, but then they give her like 2 hours. She's like, "I had a kid. What are you fucking talking about? I don't remember having a kid. Like it's just like it never happened."
Yeah,
I wonder like if that happened, but the episode just ends.
Yeah, they honestly.
Kid dies. The viruses stop multiplying and everything's good. And they get that shit over to some planet that's going to use them to make vaccines.
Yeah.
Oh, a vaccine episode 22 years ago, or however long.
What do you know?
What do you know? But that brings us to Where Silence Has Lease, episode 2. There's, and this is another, it's just weird episode. A weird episode to start season 1, and then another weird episode a weird episode to start season 2.
Yeah.
And then a weird episode, another one as episode 2. Just the cloud in space. Yeah. That had a chimpanzee face.
Yeah, it was.
That rhymed.
It kind of made no sense.
And didn't it look like a chimpanzee or something?
Yeah, it looks fucking
like a blue
weird.
Chimp.
It was just like no it had like no definable nose, and it's just all like just like kind of
big weird eyes, and it's very strange
lips and
effects
eyes
for that. Nagilum. That was the name of Nagilum.
Yeah.
Nagilum.
It did have a fucking original series ass fight in the beginning. Riker and Worf in the holodeck fighting those weird.
Yeah.
I loved the makeup on those two fucking things they were fighting.
One looked like Skeletor.
Yeah, he looked. So he come out, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Look at this.
Wolf. It's me, Skeletor.
Well, then Riker's like, "You do this every day," and Worf's like, "Mine's more."
Like my calisthenics programs are more extensive, or whatever he says.
Extensive.
He uses another word, which I wrote most of this down today. By that, but
I wrote down that
I do like seeing cool facts though when I'm researching episodes. In Nagilum so they spelled it Nagil, like IUM or something like that, and was supposed to add 2 L's in there because one of the casting directors or writers was going to have a guy named Richard Mulligan voice it, and they were just going to take his last name and do it backwards. So Mulligan backwards is Nagilum. But then I guess the casting didn't follow through, and they got someone else to do it. So there's like, we're just not going to totally rework anything. Just take an L out, totally different name. Still Nagilum.
Now it's different.
This was a nice little horror. This seemed like a nice little horror episode, though.
Yeah, I did like
the Yamato coming out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and they go across there. They go across to the Yamato, Riker and Worf, and they're just going through like the maze of the ship. The ship doesn't make any sense. It's all topsy turvy. It was so cool. Worf just crashes out.
Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck? I hate the back rooms. I can't stand this.
Bridge here, bridge there." He just starts freaking out.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he starts freaking the fuck out. He is not a fan of the horror genre.
Well, and then also Data has a really good line in this episode that I liked. The doctor asked him something. He's like, "I don't know," and she's like, pretty much is like, "Fucking clankers, can't even Google anything," And he goes, "The beginning of wisdom is I do not know." And I was like, "That's a sick line."
Was that like Socrates or some shit like that?
That's like a good Data line. And fuck you, Polanski.
This
is why you're
Roman
only here
Polanski.
for a season. Yeah, they just have the director as the doctor now.
Yeah.
Roman Polanski. But then Star Trek isn't down with flat Earth theory. They said that in there because they were making fun of like old people.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, yeah, they used to think the Earth was flat and stuff. And like they're just pretty much shitting on earlier humans. It's pretty funny.
The best part is that we're still doing that 30 years later.
Yes, we are.
Star Trek is timeless.
Yeah.
But this episode just kind of ends abruptly. I don't want to say abruptly. It just kind of it's another quick episode. It feels like these 45 minutes go by really quickly.
Yeah.
They go to the Yamato. They come back. I love the whole thing when Nagilum trying to test them, where he keeps putting openings in the whatever anomaly, the cloud or whatever, and Riker and Worf are still over there, and the guy's like, "We gotta go. It's." The one, the helmsman is like, "It's another one. It's gonna close."
Yeah,
like he's trying to get the fuck out of there and leave 2 officers behind, and Picard's like, "I ain't having that shit."
Yeah,
and I just kind of thought that was kind of funny. And then Nagilum just kills the guy, just kills the red shirt helmsman at the con. Just his ass gives him a brain aneurysm. He's just like,
it was also fucking like traumatic. Like he literally shook and then balled up on the ground.
Yeah, he like grabbed his head and just eyes go wide. Yeah, then just gets in the field position and just brain explodes.
And Nagilum's like, "Oh, was that weird?" Like, was that
and then decides like, "I'm going to experiment on you guys, and probably 2/3 are going to die." Yeah, but that should be fine.
I feel like
that's okay.
Is kind of racist though. He's like, "I'm going to do an experiment, killing a black guy."
First one to die, black guy.
Yeah, first red shirt. We'll also make a black and kill him. It's like 80s.
That's
horror.
the first. I would say that's the first actual death of season 2. Is the red shirt? I don't count the alien Deanna Troi offspring as a death. That was just a plot device.
Yeah. If only Wesley been in that seat though, because that's where he usually sits.
Where the fuck was Wes at?
Yeah, where was he when we needed him to die?
Oh, there was a great Wesley thing later that we're gonna get to. It's the Shizoid Man, and it's just a great bit I just thought of the other day when I was watching that one. I rewatched it for some reason. I think I just wanted to see Brent Spiner like stretching his legs, but there's a funny gag. We'll get to it. I know that's like 4 episodes later.
No, you're good.
But yeah, that was a good episode. That was a good episode. I like the horror esqueness to it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was kind of a thriller,
almost
horror
like a
with
Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, definitely. But that brings us Elementary, My Dear Data.
Which
Data.
probably one of the
My
best
Dear
episodes.
Yes, for it really being like more drama than it was like Trekkie, like with the science and all the techno babble. It's just a holodeck episode. You get Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yeah,
and it's great. Moriarty, guy who played Moriarty. Whose name I should have wrote down. I should have wrote the actor's name down, but he was great. Moriarty. He was awesome.
Moriarty. Well, then also the beginning of it. Fucking Geordi makes that ship model.
The Victory, HMS Victory.
Yeah, the Victory. That thing looked amazing. And
he did not make that.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't see shit, bro. How'd you paint the right colors?
He just replicated everything. That was 100% replicator. That was like that's our AI art now. Is they just would replicate stuff.
Dude, for real, that's probably all it is. Mm-hmm. Use the 3D printer, Jordy. You made this? Wow.
Yeah. But
it did look sick.
My first note for this episode was Pulaski equals bitch.
Yeah, 100%.
And I can't remember why, but I was just well, there was one interaction.
Well, it's her and Data. Like, she's like, well, you wouldn't be able to solve a Holmes mystery. You're not human. You know? You can only
extrapolate based on
all the stories,
all the other stories. So if the computer adds them all together, you're still going to know every single story.
Which is the whole reason, like, what's it called? Geordi even makes the program to trick Data, and that program goes like, "Well, we're fucking with the whole Enterprise."
Yeah, we're just gonna make someone that's gonna kill everyone.
Which also, I loved Data and Geordi as Watson and Holmes.
Yeah,
like that was
doing like the accents, the fake British accents.
Dude, they were killing me.
No one's questioning the Geordi walking around with advisor. Like if Moriarty's sentient, then obviously I would assume that other aspects of the holodeck characters would kind of also notice stuff.
Like, what's up with that guy? He's got a hairband over his eyes. I don't understand.
This was a good episode, but there wasn't much to it. Like I don't understand Pulaski getting kidnapped. I guess that was like a Holmes device.
Yeah, well, he's like, I think Moriarty was kidnapping her to like, he was basically luring them in so that he can learn more about the Enterprise.
He could just say Arch. Show me more.
Well, he was saying something like Arch, and he can't figure out the right words to get out or something like that. And then like he needed Data in there to actually like learn more about it.
That sounds stupid as
fuck.
I know. It sounds so dumb. That doesn't make any sense. And like, why would you kidnap Pulaski? She sucks.
No, yeah, she's the worst one to kidnap. And then he's like kind of fall in love with her. He's like, hey, you want some tea? And she's I can't remember what he asked her.
She's get Stockholm syndromed.
Well, the whole time she's just playing dumb. She doesn't care. She's like, well, it's robots. They're not going to do anything. Like, she never seemed like she was in danger at any time.
No, she was not afraid.
She did not give two shits, which that is one thing about Polanski is like, she's like, or Pulaski. How do you say
Pulaski? Pulaski.
Thank you. Pulaski.
She's an ass.
Yeah, she's an asshole, but she is brave. She kind of doesn't give a fuck.
I give her that. She got some courage in her,
But then it's funny, you wrote down Pulaski equals bitch. I wrote down the doctor pisses me off. She's a dick.
She's a dick.
Also the professor called Geordi a dark fellow, and that like took me. I was like, whoa, Moriarty. He's like, him and that dark fellow. And I was like, calm down, Moriarty. What the fuck are you
surprising to call Data an albino.
Yeah, dude. Well,
he's from South America.
My favorite though is when they're looking like so they know that she gets kidnapped, and Data's like, footfalls. I can see where the footfalls are at. And he keeps talking about the footprints. And I was like, fucking footfalls? Who says footfalls? And they even said it together, and then they run away. And he's like, well, you can tell right here.
I could tell by the gait of this one, he was a tall man. The other was short and had a limp.
And he stumbled because he was holding the big fat lady.
Bitch Pulaski doctor.
And then the hologram, like he realizes they're in the holodeck because he calls Data to that one area.
Yeah.
And like leaves him that piece of paper.
His barn? Like the secret room in a barn?
Yeah, I think so. It was like a secret room off to the side of like that weird wood building. I think it was a barn.
It was like a barn. Moriarty just is in a barn?
Yeah.
For a secret, like he's supposed to be like a rich like villain, that has connections to the underground or the the underworld and all that stuff. It's supposed to have money, and his secret lair is a barn.
Yeah, it's kind of lame. It looked nice though, like on the inside.
It was kind of. I think he had like a distill in there, and everything was like just making gin.
Yeah,
it probably had opium somewhere too.
I was about to say,
they were doing that.
Well, also
Holmes had the snuff box.
Yeah, he's got to have the snuff box or snooze.
Moriarty is definitely an opium guy.
Yeah, sure. Definitely. He's
just Chinese opium dens.
My favorite though was what's it called? He hands Data that picture, and Data finds it, and he's all, and just like panics, starts running everywhere, and you finally see the picture. He just he just drew the Enterprise from the side.
Just the silhouette of the Enterprise.
But it is fucked because it's like,
I guess they know like he's aware.
Yeah, he's
knows fully sentient and. Yeah, because then like they're on the chalkboard. There's like the diagram of the Enterprise and like almost like a Lacar's layout.
Yeah, and honestly, it was just really sick.
But then he shakes the ship like one time.
Yeah,
and everybody freaks out, and then he doesn't really do anything else to the ship.
No, well,
I guess because Picard talks to him.
Yeah, because
it's like, hey,
Picard come in, and also Worf probably fucked up everybody's like perception. They're like, who's that guy? He's in a suit.
Yeah. It's another dark fellow, and his forehead is fucked up.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Also, I love seeing Worf in the attire. It looked hilarious.
Yeah.
Just looked so funny. And then there was one other thing I wanted to bring up. Oh, he said the doctor told Polanski when she was leaving, he's like, come back, I'll fill you with crumpets.
We're going to call her Polanski the entire rest of this episode, dude. Polanski.
What is her fucking name?
Pulaski.
Dude,
I think it's Pulaski. It's like a long Pulaski.
I've called her Pulaski for 2 weeks.
I'm calling her Polanski the rest of the day.
Pulaski.
I don't care.
But I do love that he looks at her and he's like, come back, I'll fill you with crumpets.
Yeah, like, code.
Calm down, Moriarty. But yeah, honestly, that's probably one of my favorite episodes of the season. And what's funny is when I first watched this originally when I was in my 20s and I first started watching Trek, I actually skipped this episode because I was like, I don't fucking care about Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, right.
And then I watched it this time. I was like,
and it's just a holodeck episode, which usually the holodeck episodes are on the shittier side.
Yeah.
This one was actually pretty good. Ended a little quickly. It felt like it went quick. Like they spent too much time trying to establish the whole Geordi makes the holodeck or the computer set up a holodeck program that is going to trump Data.
Yeah.
Like we're already like halfway through the episode, it feels like, and they're finally doing that. It should have been like in the first like 10 minutes.
100%.
Like,
it had good set,
pretty quick.
It had a really good set design. Like when they went in there. And then also
they spent so much money on this episode.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They spent so much money on this episode and on Q Who.
That makes sense.
So, and I'll bring that back up once we get to our clip show episode. But yeah, they spent a lot of money on this episode. I think it was damn near all in the set for Old London.
Makes sense. But also when they go back and it's all like red.
Yeah.
Like the sky, like it looked really sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that episode felt like a mini movie, honestly.
That literally could have been like own little standalone like Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, and then
not even Trek.
I think it was Moriarty had a good point. Something about the matter, and he's like, matter is what I am not. Because he's just a hologram.
Yeah.
I was like, that's like so many good lines in this season.
Well, you can do that whenever you're like speaking in like those old English, style of speech. Kind of can get nice lines like that out.
It sounds way more, way better than I do. Just be like, fuck, you believe that, bro? You know what I mean? Sounds way cooler. And then, I guess you want to talk about the next episode?
Yeah, let's roll that one. This one's definitely outrageous.
Yeah, the outrageous Okana just having sex with everyone on the
Literally
Enterprise.
fucking, he's Star Trek Han Solo.
Right off dude, I wrote that down.
Did you write that? Star Trek Han Solo.
I put
Trek Han Solo.
Okada is essentially Han Solo.
Yep.
But yeah, as soon as he gets on the ship.
Not as good vest, though. His vest is a little.
Nah.
Definitely looks cheaper.
He was funny, though. But
he was pretty funny.
As soon as they get on the ship, though, he's like, oh, is it okay if I bang her? Like, is that fine? Like,
oddly enough, that transporter engineer, whatever, that was Terry Hatcher.
Really?
Yeah, from Lois and Clark, the Superman Adventures TV show back then, and Tomorrow Never Dies. I thought that was kind of neat. I saw that.
No idea.
I saw that. Actually, I think I paused the episode like right there to get up and probably take a piss or something. And like her face was there because I'm watching on Amazon. They have like the X-ray to see who all is in the scene right here. And she was there. I was like, that's Terry Hatcher. It's another like Trek cameo of either a current famous person at the time they were shooting or a later famous person. Just happened to be in a Trek episode.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of neat.
No, that is pretty sick.
Yeah, Okano. What?
Okana, I think.
Okana.
Yeah.
Okana. Yeah, he's kind of annoying but cool. He's like a tryhard.
Yeah, and he's also a total man whore.
Oh yeah, he
at least sleeps with 2 people in the
at
episode that
least
you know of.
Yes. He is definitely responsible for more births than like definitely they saw an increase 9 months later. Like 4 people all had kids at the same time. 4 chicks.
Yeah, they're like, oh, was it Okana?
Was it Okana? The baby just come out with his 5 o'clock shadow.
Dude, he looked like, I don't know, he looked like he was straight out of the 90s, even though this is like 89, this episode come out.
I guess this would have been what? Yeah, 89 maybe?
Yeah.
Because season 1 was 87.
Well, and this one I believe was a mixture of 89 to 90.
290.
I think. But yeah, this episode was for sure 89. And like,
Just the hair.
yeah, he just looks.
The swoop in the front with the ponytail.
Yeah.
Five
The
o'clock
ponytail.
shadow.
When he finally turned around, I was like, oh, that's lame. Just do a ponytail with that haircut. That's weird. But Gannon tells Data the worst joke ever because Data's trying to be funny in this episode. And
with they go to the holodeck, Joe Piscopo.
Yeah.
Which I thought is also fucking hilarious.
Yeah. But
For
also,
no reason.
what makes me mad though is like, I feel like everybody was like, we need to make Data funny. Let's do the least funny jokes possible.
Yeah,
for,
they
like,
weren't
the
even
whole
good.
time.
And like, he's in 10-4 with the iron. He's got the big, like he's got like the 3-foot cigar, and he's just doing the arm thing.
Yeah.
Like, he's saying his jokes like this. I can't even, like the jokes were so bad I don't even remember them.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
just know he was doing the voice like this. He was doing some sort of voice. My arms are moving really fast. My jokes are shit.
Well, when he's like, he's trying to.
But I'm bum.
Yeah, but I'm bum. Like if I've ever said a joke with, but I'm bum. Like that, you try like.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
So lame. Well,
I would assault somebody if their joke ended with "but I'm bum."
But I'm bum. But then also the whole thing that like kind of annoyed me is he gets to the holodeck and he's like, well, maybe you're a what's he say, like a Jerry Lewis kind of guy. And he puts on those glasses.
Immediately goes into the Jerry Lewis like racist Chinese accent.
Yeah, well, and then also though he's just sitting there going like just making noises like he's just super awkward, and I was like,
that is Jerry Lewis though.
Oh no, 100%.
I mean, that's accurate.
It's 100%. But like on a stage, like I don't know, I don't know much about Jerry Lewis's stand up, but that's just what he did. But it just seemed like
in the 24th century.
Yeah, just not funny. And also,
why would they go back to a comedy, venue in 1985?
It's just because
I guess there's no other comedy between 1995 and 2363.
No,
whatever year it
just
is.
Going back to whatever year they shot the show.
Exactly.
And they're like, this is known as the best year. I was like, wow.
Like they didn't realize they shouldn't do that until season 3.
Yeah,
that's when they need to like allude to things that haven't happened yet. They don't have to be accurate. They have to be believable.
No, I agree.
And they haven't done that yet. So that's why they're like, let's go back to 1985, shitty comedy bar in Boston.
No, for real.
And listen to Joe Piscopo do Jerry Lewis impressions.
Just
at least they were good though.
Yeah, for real. And just the whole Data trying to be funny just annoyed me. Guinan trying to tell jokes was annoying to me.
Yeah.
But then also
that plays into like Whoopi's. I mean, they had to like kind of play into that because it's Whoopi Goldberg. So like,
she's funny.
She's funny. So we might as well try and use that right off the bat.
Yeah.
Instead of making her like a compelling, mysterious character, which they do later with her relationship to Q and all that stuff, which is awesome. So they were like, yeah, we'll just make her funny. We're trying to make her funny episode. The first episode she appears.
She'll be hilarious. What my issue is too, I think I just never thought Whoopi Goldberg was funny. You know what I mean? So I was just like, well,
have you never seen Sister Act?
Yeah, I've seen Sister Act.
I love Sister Act.
Well, I mean they're pretty good, but like
she's funny back then. She's not funny now.
Yeah, now she's just cosplaying as Jabba the Hutt, 24/7. But then also we come to find out that Okana has 2 whole civilizations wanting to kill him.
2 planets of people wanting to murder him.
Yeah, one for banging, one for thievery.
He probably banged the guy too. He probably banged the prince.
Yeah, he probably would. Well, I mean, come to find out though, he didn't even bang the chick.
No, I think he still banged the guy though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and Wesley's like obsessed with Okana.
Yes.
He's like, dude, so you see his hair?
So cool.
Daddy, you believe how cool that guy is? But what's funny is when they go to pick him up.
I wish you were my dad.
Yeah, I wish you were my
Mine's
dad.
Dead.
Instead of Picard trying to act like it all the time. But
Picard's mean to me. He's gonna make me cry.
Yeah.
He's always making Wesley cry.
Picard wants me to do better, and I can't believe him. But also, what's it called? When they go to pick him up from the holodeck, he's like, "Can it wait?" And there's just some other Starfleet girl on the bed in like a fucking robe. It's like, well, come on. I mean, look. It's like, calm down, bro. You're like literally 2 factions wanting you dead. possibly going to go to war.
He's gotta get the nut off, dog.
Yes, that's how he
That's
does
how it
it.
is.
I also wrote down least funny episode just because of the comedian part.
And the attempt to be funny was just not funny.
What was funny though is when they told Data, they're like, it's all about timing. And he goes, my timing is digital.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That was funny.
That was actually good. But space STDs for everyone is what I wrote down. So it turns out he's not the father, right?
No,
it's the other guy, and he has the thing that the dude stole, but it was
wearing it.
Yeah, it was like a wedding present.
Yeah,
and which was weird because I definitely believed O'Connor banged that girl, and that guy stole the thing. Like there was not a doubt in my mind. I kind of forgot how the episode ended. You know what I mean?
It was just resolved itself.
Yeah, just resolved. And like, what's funny?
They admitted the actual truth, which still felt like a lie. O'Connor just went scot-free. Probably banged one more officer on his way out.
Oh, definitely. He probably took one with him. Yeah. Honestly, Wesley's like, "Take me with you." He's like, "No, you're an ensign." But also, was a good episode though. But just kind of, I don't know. It's still like you said, like the last season, it was like they're getting their ground, like trying to get like a steady pace for the show.
Yeah, they're trying to get traction. We're getting some traction. It's still a little rough, still a little slippery, still hydroplaning a little bit, but we're getting there.
Yeah, they're locking in this season.
Yes,
and I'm excited for season 3 because I know that's when it technically starts getting really good.
Yes. But there's definitely some good episodes in season 2 for sure,
and a lot of good fleshing out of Data. I do like seeing Data getting fleshed out more.
In this episode, we just talked about traction, and it feels like this is still one where there's traction to it, but it's still slippery, loud as a whisper.
Yeah.
Episode 5, and I don't know if it's in the cold open or if it's right after the opening credits, but it's Pulaski with Jordy in sickbay, and she's like trying to be like, I can fix your eyes. Let me fix your eyes. You're disabled fuck. He's like, no, like no. I didn't think that could happen. Well, she's kind of like, no, but like I didn't think we could. He's like, oh, well, she's like, I've fixed other eyes in similar conditions like 3 other times, and he's just like, I don't fucking trust you.
Yeah, he's like,
you've been here for like 6 days. I don't trust you.
And you're calling my best friend a fucking clanker, essentially, just being rude,
insulting my best friend every time you see him. Yeah, I just thought that was a weird way, and like because that's the whole thing with Trek is like disabilities can become strengths. Geordi's strength is his disability. He has the nerve degeneration in his eyes. He's got the visor. His visual acuity is like even better than Data's.
Yeah,
he can see all that stuff. So he's like, that's an asset to him. And she's like, let me fix him.
Yeah, well,
like you look stupid with that headband on your face.
Yeah, she's essentially just like mad at the younger people. Yeah, just all the time.
Yeah, it's just a weird. And I guess that's because the whole point of the episode is how it turned a disability into a strength. So we have Riva in his chorus. He doesn't have a disability. That's just. Isn't that his species, or is he disabled? He don't have any sort of like speech or. I don't remember that.
I just know he's mute.
He's mute, and he has to do sign language.
Ensemble.
Yeah, his chorus.
Which, by the way, that guy annoyed the shit out of me. As soon as he gets on, he's like, "Well, what if I had sex with Troy? So what? What if she took me to my quarters?"
I was thinking about that, and like, so one of the chorus members has to stay back while they're like hooking up.
Yeah, and
it's just the chorus guy making all of his noises.
Yeah,
like that guy's grunting. I thought about that. I'm glad that didn't happen.
Oh my god, that would have been so funny.
I think Troy was probably like, I don't want to fuck this deaf guy.
No, she kind of did though.
She kind of did, but she was like, I'm attracted to you, but I don't want to fuck you.
You're kind of an asshole. And then he learned sign language at the end. He starts throwing up gang signs and shit. Turns out he joined the Crips.
Yeah. And Data's throwing up blood. And
Data's doing the walk. He's all.
Well, and this is the one thing that the special effects with phasers are very inconsistent for a while.
Yes.
They go to the planet and they're getting set up, and the 2 factions come down with. Let's have the 2 leaders come with their second in command, who are probably crazy, like lunatics. And we see that the second in command guy's like, "Oh fuck this!" And starts pulls his disruptor at
everybody.
Yeah, and shoots 1 beam that kills 3 people.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
They're all just standing in a single file line that goes right through each of them. But no, they're staying like that made zero sense. Fact one being they all like disintegrated.
Yeah,
At least the effect looked cool. They're like they like their skin vanished, like their skeletons and just vaporized. That was cool, but I don't see how one blast 3 people.
He just had the only buckshot available in Starfleet.
He's got a blunderbuss. I got a Romulan blunderbuss.
Just how I do it. But yeah, that episode, I don't know. This one is honestly, one of my least favorite episodes of the season. Like, I think it's a good one, kind of, but just the fucking mute dude just makes me mad. He's so arrogant, and he's just like, he just seems so shitty.
Yeah.
And then Troy even like, she has a point where she like tells him, "What is it? How come? What is it? How come you're not trying to learn to do better?" Essentially tell him to learn sign language. And it's like the first time he was like, "Oh well, yeah. Guess I don't need 5."
Yeah, why would he not have, like know sign language to begin with?
That's what I'm saying. And his chorus.
Well, no, he does. No, he knows sign language.
Oh,
he just like doesn't use it because he was so accustomed to like the chorus having been there. Which I don't even know if it explains how the chorus like can read his thoughts. Are they telepathic? They're not Betazoids.
No,
Betazoids.
I was curious about that the whole time too.
I remember watching this episode initially a long time ago as a kid and was just like, is their whole species like they're like there's one deaf person and then the 3 people that are like assigned to him and that's just how their species interact like their whole species is a one deaf person and they each get 3 regular people to like read their mind and stuff. That's how they communicate.
It's really weird.
That made no sense.
Well, then also he gets on the ship and I can't remember if it's Picard or Riker goes to talk to the people that are talking behind him.
Pissed.
You look at me when they're talking to you.
Pissed. Oh my god, that was very. I knew that was coming in the episode, and I guess I got up to do something and I missed that. But I was waiting for that to happen again to just laugh at it.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, I probably missed it.
Well, also like what a dick move. It's like, bro, you know what people are used to doing? Looking at someone who's talking.
Yeah,
to
exactly. Yeah. And having the 3 is so weird. Oh, this is my like logical side, my emotional side, and just a chick.
Well, what's funny is that one guy was like, "I'm for passion," and like, so that guy would have been the one being like,
been the one.
"Oh yeah."
Oh man. But I know you say you don't like Riva, but the actor that played him was legitimately deaf.
Oh no shit.
He came to, I guess I don't know if he went to, like it was Paramount, whoever went to them was like, hey, like here's an idea for an episode. And it was something that his wife apparently had kind of came up with because she was a Trek fan. They brought it to the studio, and the studio made an episode based off their suggestion. So this wasn't even like a pre-written, script they had just waiting to get made. It was an outside person come and say, hey, let's do this episode. And I think that's kind of neat, which actually makes it, adds more weight to the episode.
Yeah, honestly,
which is kind of why I like the episode, because it's almost like an early attempt for Trek to be woke for TNG, because I feel like none of the other episodes had kind of had that moral or like that moral standpoint or perspective that relates to us in the 21st century until this one. We have 2 characters, if you include Geordi, with disabilities, and disabilities are not weaknesses in the 24th century. They could be strengths.
Yeah,
and we see that, and I think that's really cool. But it's not like how certain Trek franchises disco are just like shoving the deaf guy's dick down your throat the entire time. Like that didn't happen, and it was very subtle, and you're kind of, as you get to the end of the episode, you're like, oh, like they're stronger because they are disabled or have whatever disability. They're not weak.
No, that is sick. Knowing that he was actually
and they make
deaf.
2 other whole species like solve their conflict with his disability, and that's cool.
No, that's badass.
And that's why I like that subtle writing of TNG.
I mean, his wife's weird though for being like, well, you're gonna want to bang Troy. He's like, she made the episode. But also though,
no, she was probably mad the whole time. She finally watched the episode and was like, "You kissed her?
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck? I did not say this. This was not in my. That was not in my spec script. You son of a bitch."
Also, Anger definitely has the chair at the end of the bed. The guy that like does. But also though, knowing that he's actually deaf, I wish they would have had him talk once.
It's funny you say that because I don't know if it was him or one of the writers. They thought about making it, instead of doing sign language, having him learn how to speak, but they didn't want that to be. They didn't want that for some reason. They thought it might have more controversy to it or something like that. The sign language was I think the sign language worked better in their favor
Yeah.
than having him speak, and because we all know how deaf people speak,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's funny. Hate to say it, sometimes it's funny.
That's right.
But I enjoyed the sign language, and I like Brent Spiner getting to, I'm sure he had to learn something too.
Oh yeah.
Unless you already knew sign language, but he got to do that and be the communicator for Reva. And I thought that was kind of cool too.
Also, Data's such a dick though. He's like, yeah, I just learned it. Like he just knows already.
Faster.
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 But also, damn it, there was one other thing I was gonna say about this episode. I'm sorry, I lost it.
Come back to it.
Yeah, we can continue.
We'll go to the Shizoid Man
Okay.
next. I love Ira Graves. He is a dick.
Oh, yeah,
he's a mean, crotchety old sumbitch.
Yeah,
I love that guy. He really wanted to bang
that younger chick.
The Vulcan that came down. The doctor, the Vulcan doctor, whose name eludes me at the moment. But he's like, oh, you're I hate doctors, but a pretty good looking one.
Big fan of Vulcan chicks.
Yeah, like the mirrors.
I also like that Data calls him Grandpa.
Yeah, because he alludes to the Tin Man a lot.
Yeah,
he likes the Wizard of Oz. He was probably one of the Munchkin kids or something. But it was nice. I like this episode quite a bit. Only Brent Spiner gets to stretch his legs when obviously Ira Graves is working on the technology to put your consciousness into a computer, which seems a little too late. I feel like that should have already been a thing like 200 years before in the Trek timeline.
See, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, that seems like that would come like way earlier, before, like before spaceships.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like, yeah, he's working on that, and then he takes over Data, and then Data really kind of acting like Graves for the remainder of the episode, and that was kind of neat to see Spiner, acting. I guess outside of just the robotic android Data, it's always nice to see. I always enjoy that.
Well, I feel like a lot of this season,
to love him is to know him.
Yeah,
to know him is to whatever.
To be a robot. Just kidding. But I feel like this season had a lot of good just Data getting to be like just Data. You get a lot more Data time. I feel like, and he's
the bit I was thinking of is whenever Troy and Picard kind of have the suspicion that Data's not acting right, and she does that like psychotronic test on him with all the pictures moving.
Yeah, and
they start showing pictures, and like you could see Data as Graves get like irritated and get mad. And a funnier bit would have been to like as it's progressing, they just start throwing pictures of Wesley in there. He just gets fatter before he sees Wesley. It's so funny. Just his fucking that smiling face, or him like leaning up against the wall with his arms crossed, and it's just Ira getting visibly mad. Oh, that would have been great.
Why's that kid pissed me off so bad? But I also love like when he finally like he gets into Data, right? Like he's like he is Data.
Yeah.
He goes to 10 forward. He's like, check it out. I got the. You know that I have the new robot cock now. We can both be robots. Robots.
Yep. Robots. We're gonna be a robot together.
And she's like, I want to live my life. And I couldn't love you like before.
I don't know why she loved a guy that was twice her age anyways. That was weird. There's a lot of that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's very weird.
But also it's just funny because she's like, I love you. She's like, oh, now you're able-bodied? No. Really?
You were gonna tear me up.
Yeah, and I wanted that money. I needed that. I was gonna live my life. He broke her fucking wrist too. He shattered it when she
broke her. Yeah, when he was holding her hand.
Yeah, and
then he like broke part. Yeah, he broke her hand.
Multi-fractured it or some shit.
Yeah.
And didn't he upload his conscience into the computer
at the end? Yeah,
that's what I thought.
But it was just Picard even says something like, "Oh, it's just like it's his mind. It's not really like his soul or." The human side of Graves is gone, so it's like, well, then what was the fucking point?
Yeah, I don't understand because wouldn't
he's
that
just
have
in the
when
computer
he went into
now
Data as well?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. I would have liked it more if either he had moved his mind to something more feasible, like a smaller computer, not like the entire ship.
Yeah, because now he's just part of the fucking Enterprise.
Yeah, and with no sort of individuality or anything like that. So then there's no point in that. It would have been better if he had just they just dumped his memory into nothing. And he just finally died. Like give him an actual burial. Like he had what Darnay's disease, and like just let him die. Like
for real,
his whole thing was trying to be immortal, and that never works out. So they should have just killed, quote unquote, him basically, and just dumped his memory out of Data, and then he already got his burial, and that's it.
Yeah, done.
But he don't need to be in the Enterprise computer. That's stupid.
I feel like it's just kind of like a thing where he wanted to be immortal. They're like, fuck it. We'll make him somewhat immortal.
Well, I don't think. Well, no one knew that happened until Picard walks into Data's quarters later, and Data's like back to normal.
Yeah,
and then they say, oh well, he dumped Ira's consciousness into the computer, and it was just more or less his knowledge and memories, not any sort of personality or anything like that.
Just his life.
Yeah,
but yeah, fucking honestly sick episode.
I liked it. I liked the whole mind transfer thing, human to machine.
It was really sick. I feel like I've seen that Vulcan chick that was with them and something. Like she looked like
see her later on.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yes, you will see her later on. But that's as in later on as in season 3.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then that brings us to Unnatural Selection.
Yep.
Which
pretty cool episode, kind of.
This is definitely a Pulaski spotlight.
Oh, very Pulaski,
and you hate her even more.
Mm-hmm.
You hate her at the end of it. If they were smart, they would have. This would have been the episode they kill her off and bring Crusher back. They should have done that. Really hardcore hammered Gates McFadden into coming back sooner than season 3.
I wish they would have.
And they could have ended because she was already about to die with the Darwin genetic stations, genetic experiments, which you hear Darwin in a Darwin genetic research station. You're like, oh, they're obviously doing some eugenic shit. 100%.
Yeah,
There's no other way they're not doing that. And they got like 12-year-old kids that look like they're 19.
Yeah, that was so crazy. And then also, she almost dies at the end. Like you said, that would have been a good get her out of here.
Yeah, there's no hope. Yeah, there's no hope for it.
I feel like they did pretty decent on the makeup of old, people getting old. I thought they did pretty good on that episode.
Well, the only one they did makeup on, I guess, would have been Pulaski. I'm pretty sure the actual people in the Darwin station were just that old.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. But no, I thought they did pretty decent on her.
I feel bad for the people on the Lantry. They just all died of old age.
Yeah, all of them.
And and at the end they just get blown up.
Yeah.
No burial, no memorial, no nothing. Just get blown up.
We're just gonna blow that shit up.
Arm a photon torpedo and shoot our fellow ship.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And this just felt like this is season 2's The Naked Now.
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to say. That's what it reminded me of. It's just, what it felt instead of everybody getting drunk, they're all old.
Yeah.
And
it's just transporter magic.
Yeah,
they make her young in the transporter using a hair follicle.
Yeah, we figured out how to solve the day again with the fucking transporter.
Yeah, and she's just bones too. She doesn't like transporters.
No,
well they literally just did female bones.
Dude, that's what I was about to say too. Is that she was quite literally just female bones, but couldn't pull it off like fucking Forrester Kelly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a hard ass that's actually likable.
Yeah,
and she's a hard ass that's horrible and awful.
Forrester Kelly.
I don't think that's the actress's fault. I think that's just how they wrote.
Yeah,
I feel like we should say that because I feel like we're shitting on Pulaski a lot, and that by default we're shitting on who I didn't write her name down. I need to write down.
We are shitting on characters, not actors.
Yes, we're shitting on Catherine Pulaski, the character, not the actress who portrayed a shitty character very, very well. So props to her. Yeah, this reinforces Pulaski as a character sucks. Transporters are magic. That's all I really got out of this episode.
Yeah,
they do have carbonite.
Yeah,
I don't remember what they called it. Something stupid. Definitely not as cool as carbonite. But the kid's just in the shell.
Yeah,
that kid probably became claustrophobic from this episode too.
Oh my god!
Dude, that shit was like skin tight to him. It was like perfectly molded to his body. There was no room for anything. That would have terrified me.
Like, what's the next scene? Like, we're gonna suction you in this.
Yeah, and, like, what? And they're just doing multiple takes because someone keeps fucking up their lines, and the guy just starts freaking out. You just start seeing him start twitching. I'll just take like 17. This kid's about to freak.
Spider, stop doing the robot.
He's probably already shit himself.
And then, yeah, I mean, that's just one. I feel like that was a throwaway. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty. Episode. Like, I like the episode.
Another spot where they slipped.
Yeah, just like one of those things. But then that leads us to what? Matter of Honor.
Yeah. This is Wesley's racist.
Yeah.
And all Ben's eyes look alike.
Yeah, dude, that was rough.
That was great.
That was rough.
Was it Mendon and Mordock?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're the same actor.
Yeah,
they seem the same.
Like, that has to be the same guy. The voice, everything.
Yeah.
Maybe we're fucking up over here now.
Well, they all look alike.
Yeah, but it was funny that he pops back on the Enterprise, and he's like, I knew I'd see that vape anywhere. I'd recognize that vape from anywhere.
But this is the cool. I'll do like the officer exchange program with the Klingons, because I know like and that's just so weird too, because we don't get more Klingon stuff until season 3, and then we get more with DS9.
Yeah,
but like they kind of glazed over the fact that the Federation and the Klingons have kind of been like uneasy allies for quite a while, like since the Enterprise C was destroyed at not I always think it's Kittimer, but it's not. But whenever the Enterprise C was destroyed, that kind of like started the whole peaceful coexistence and slight alliedness with the Romulans, or not the Romulans, the Klingons and the Federation. But we don't see that until this episode when there's some cooperation. They do the officer exchange program.
Yeah.
But God bless on the IKS Pach was the ship. That's the Pach. So say it with your throat. But the Kargan, the captain, is a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
he is so dumb.
I'm telling you, they're not trying to hurt you. Fuck that. I'm shooting them.
Yeah, this growth, this I guess space moss on the ship is it's a Federation weapon.
Yeah.
What? You've been to space. You've seen stuff out there that exists in space, and you think it's a Federation weapon?
I almost think it's just like a Klingon thing. They like any excuse to just fucking wreck somebody.
Yeah. I love the scene where I guess they're at lunch or dinner or whatever in the mess hall in the Klingon ship, and they're all like kind of like testing him. They're poking fun at him and making little jokes or whatever. He's like throwing it right back at him. And then the Klingon chick's like, I'm trying to fuck this human.
Yeah, she's like,
she wants it.
I might be back for you.
Yeah.
And he's all, is she serious? Yes.
I'm under the working assumption Riker got some.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think he did. I think he experienced the fullness of that officer exchange.
I think he got to the ship. He looked around. He's like, so I guess you all never had braces. No one ever came up with that. But also, the Klingon food looked disgusting.
It looks worse it looks worse later once they really flesh it out.
Oh yeah,
the food that he has in 10 forward actually looks fairly palatable. Decent. It's got color to it. It's not just worms.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. But the purple worms, he's like, what are they called? The
gach.
Yeah, the gach.
Well, they didn't look that good because they didn't look alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Gach's better alive.
Apparently
so. But yeah, I love the dinner scene. Right, that was my last note I wrote on it. Riker got to smash. He definitely
got to smash Klingons. I do love when he gets on the ship and the second officer's like, I think he sucks, essentially, and then Riker just kicks the shit out of him, fucking shoves his head,
just backhands him, kicks him, and then shoves him into a fucking panel. Like, could have killed the guy.
Yeah, I love
Straight up could have killed the guy.
Well, I love that's how he ended it though. After beating the ship, picks him up, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna break some of this ship too. I'm just gonna ruin you.
Well, at the end of the episode, when Riker relieves Kargan of command, and then like it gets resolved, and they get the space moss off both ships or whatever, and he just lets Kargan knock the shit out of him. He
rocks Riker,
dude. Yeah, and that's fucked up too. Like, because it didn't look like a stunt double. It looked like Jonathan Frakes whenever he like goes over that weird, that oddly placed like pylon, on the bridge. He flips over, and I'm like, we all know Jonathan Frakes has a fucked up back. Like, if it wasn't him, it was a very good stunt double because that looked like it fucked him up.
I thought the same thing.
It looked bad.
It looked also even just like the fighting in this was actually really good.
Oh yeah,
it looks insane.
Trek fighting's great. Yeah, I love the whole like double axe handle, like stuff. Like,
I'm gonna grab
Macho Man. Macho Man was the fight choreographer in all of Trek.
Yeah, he's
knees and I'm gonna put my two hands together and hit you. Like, I'm not gonna throw an actual punch. I'm gonna put my hands together and like beat you over the head.
I need to know if that's an actual move because my buddies used to make me watch a lot of fight videos growing up on YouTube. I've never once seen anybody do a double fist like that. But also on this episode, what's the guy's name again that Wesley is racist towards?
It's Mindon.
Mindon. I love how he just can't catch a break because he's all like, "Are you proud of me, Picard? Fuck you." You should have told me.
On a Benzite ship, no one brings anything to the attention of the captain unless we have a solution for it already.
Picard's visibly
like,
annoyed.
You idiot.
He's like, yeah, well,
gotta get this damn Benzite off my ship.
Dude, I hate this guy.
God, they all fucking look alike, and I can't tell who's who. But apparently they're all related or something because
Yeah.
Wesley brings up, he's like, Mordok, you couldn't have come from the academy already. He was like, I am Mindon. I'm not Mordok, I'm Mindon. And he's this all like fucking autistic way he moves his head. He was like, Wesley, it feels like Wesley literally says, but you look just alike. You all look alike. He's like, we came from the same geo structure. How do you tell yourselves apart? We just do.
Yeah, they just know it.
They probably smell. Or their vape has their name on it.
Yeah.
They don't get those confused either. That was Man of Bond was a good episode. I think that was a nice Klingon centric episode. We got the one in season 1 with those two guys that stole the freighter. That was cool. So I see Klingon culture. And we see it again where he's on a Klingon ship, and we see how they're just talking shit all the time.
Oh yeah,
to each other.
They're actually funny.
They are funny. Klingons
Why
are
is
funny.
Worf not funnier?
His dad's dead.
Oh,
His whole family's dead, basically.
Worf has a shitty life. That's fair.
Adopted by Russians.
That's fair.
The
I'm like,
Rozhenkos.
what's up Worf's ass? And Worf's like, had the worst life possible. Yeah, sorry.
Well, that takes us to the measure of a man.
Yes.
This is where, in my opinion, we see Picard become Picard.
Yes.
That we're used to.
I agree. This is also the highest rated episode of the season.
Yeah, for sure.
At least on IMDb. I don't know.
I think it is.
Yeah.
And this is another episode where we get like what would be considered woke themes by today's standards, but they're not. They're just done so well, so subtly. It's not in your face. It like with they have the trial with Picard's. The fact that Picard has multiple past love interests is wild to me.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he would.
Captain Philippa Levois.
Yeah, Philippa.
Philippa.
He's like, it was gonna be.
She's a JAG officer, which is weird that the Federation has JAG.
Yeah, he brought that up, and I was like, that's the wrong show.
It walks in Tom Cruise. And also they do the whole we got Bruce Maddox comes, wants to take Data, wants to just take him apart because apparently that's going to make him learn more.
Yeah,
you just let's possibly destroy this one copy we have left by taking it apart and looking at its insides.
Well, it's like Data even said, he's like, I'm intrigued, but you should have the answers to this before you fucking take my head off, bro.
Yeah, and you're kind of an idiot. I've read your shit. You're dumb. So they decided they go through the whole. He's going to reassign him. He's going to resign. He says he can't do it because he's Federation property. He can't. Yeah, he's not allowed to. And then Picard's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, what do you mean? Because Philippa's like. Oh, by the way, Philippa pissed me off in this episode. Like, I'm glad she wasn't as bad as Polanski.
Yeah,
just kidding, but but she did piss me off because she was like, "Well, I can't. He is kind of a computer of the ship, motherfucker. Did the computer wear a suit and go through Starfleet?
Did the computer fuck Tasha Yar?
Yeah."
Literally had but I mean, she's an outsider. She doesn't know Data personally. She hasn't known them like the rest of the crew does, and they recognize him as an individual because they've had all that 2-3 years now of constant contact, working together, saving each other's lives, basically. No, so she doesn't have that perspective.
I agree.
And androids aren't commonplace, so to her, he is a machine. I get that perspective. He could have
took her onto the ship and been like, "All right, replicator, this is Philippa." Oh, did it not say anything? It didn't handshake you? No. Okay,
yeah. But we get the hearing they're going to set up. Yeah. And obviously Picard's going to represent Data, and
have Riker.
But the whole thing with that is that they're just that it's a brand new starbase. She has no personnel yet. It's just her. It's like, so due to a staffing shortage, the next highest officer has to be the what do they call it, the plaintiff or the prosecutor. I get whatever. Yeah, and that makes no sense because a staffing shortage allows for a conflict of interest.
Yeah, well,
he even says that he was like, I can't do it because I don't believe it. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's also she told him if you don't do it to your fullest ability, I'll fucking just make him Starfleet property, and
but that also just sounds like bullshit because
it's all shitty.
Yeah, you can't. How can you force someone to? It's a conflict of interest.
Yeah,
a wild conflict of interest. So he can't do it justice to begin with.
They should have just got some random lower deck.
Well, they should have just got the next highest person from the starbase.
Oh yeah,
not from Data's ship.
That's what made me mad too.
But maybe because there was the whole fact that if Picard, the captain of the ship, was Data's defense, You have to pick. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how fucking Starfleet Space Jag works.
Yeah,
I don't understand how that works.
exactly.
It doesn't make sense to me. I'm a outsider. But it definitely didn't make sense. It was weird, but it was good interplay between Riker and Picard.
Hey, you put out Star Trek Jag though, I will watch that.
That would be cool.
that would be sick.
Paramount, take notice. Star Trek Jag.
Star Trek Jag, please.
I'm gonna write Paramount instead of all this other bullshit they're gonna probably try and do with like Academy and whatnot. No, Star Trek. That would be great.
It'd be really sick.
That would be really good. Like intergalactic court cases, or like Night Court, but in space, and bring back Prince Spiner.
Bring back his character from Night Court,
which they did when they redid Night Court.
yeah,
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, but it didn't make sense though to have Riker, forego a conflict of interest to be the defense or the arbitrator, whatever. It didn't make sense, but we at least got to see Riker.
Kill it.
He killed it.
It's so good.
Like the whole thing felt real whenever he is going through and cross-examining Data, and he's like taking his arm off, and he reached out, he's like, sorry about this, and turns his ass off.
Yeah, Pinocchio's wires are cut.
Dude, what a line!
Fuck you,
that's a line, dude. That was a great line, but it worked though. It was so good. Yeah, it was great. And then you get Picard comes up, and of course
kills it.
Well, they go into recess, and he's like, fuck, even Riker convinced me damn near.
He's like, damn it, dude.
And he's talking to Guinan, and Guinan's like, kind of, it's crazy how, this is why I like Guinan. I love Elorians. They're so cool, and we haven't even established that she's an Elorian yet.
Yeah.
I don't think we even get that until Generations.
Really? Yeah, maybe.
I really don't even, maybe they say,
watch everything.
Yeah, so. It's definitely been a minute. But they don't, Elorians, they're the listeners, they're old as fuck. They live for a long time. But Guinan's immediately, she's like, slavery. She immediately knows the answer, which is so cool. Is she has that much wisdom, that much foresight, that much perspective, being, ageless essentially. And I thought that was really cool. And Picard's like, dude, brilliant. Yes, that's it. We're literally going to
enslave.
We're gonna enslave Data, make more slaves, and what's that gonna say to like the foundation that is the Federation, that all life is sentient and and worth something, and should have freedom and all this stuff. And he comes back with his argument, and it's brilliant.
Yeah, and like you said, this is Picard becoming Picard.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a good episode. And also, it's like, man, dude, I think that's the episode as a kid that made me love Patrick Stewart. Like, not as a kid, but, I guess I was like 19. But, like, I just love that fucking episode. And Picard defends it so well. And then, like, when Data's packing his bag, bro, that actually made me sad. Like, when he opened up that little picture of Yar, I was like, bro.
Well, it's crazy because I think Picard got the idea to use that.
Yeah.
He saw as he sees Data like packing it up, and he's like, "What's in?" Also probably thinking in his head, what's an android need with personal effects? He's an android.
Yeah, dude, why is he
shows them in court, and it's metals.
Yeah, he's like, "Why is it? What logic do you have for taking this?" I just wanted to take it.
Yeah.
And also, dude,
and I think the big one was the little hologram of Tasha Yar was what said it.
Well, and then you see Riker's smile when he was like, "Why is that important? We were intimate."
Yeah.
And then Riker's like, shit.
Well, I like how Data's like, he's like, I don't want to say.
Yeah, he's a gentleman.
Yeah, he's a gentleman. And Picard's like, I think under the circumstances, Tasha would, want you to, say it. And he's like, oh, we were intimate. And even Philippa's just like, whoa. I wonder how good.
Yeah, she's like, wait a minute, Picard, recess.
Your Data, my chambers.
Stat. Yeah, he's human. Actually, I'm taking him. I'm taking him with me.
We're married now.
Yeah. He put a ring on it. No one's taking him apart. He's just taking me apart.
Oh, damn.
What made me mad, though, what's the guy's name that wants to fucking take him apart?
Bruce Maddox.
Yeah. Asshole.
Yeah.
But
character growth.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
In the episode.
I liked it. Yeah.
He calls him it for like literally 90% of the episode. At the end, whenever he loses the case, he says he.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That was good character growth.
When he kept calling him it, though, I was actually getting pissed off.
Yeah.
I was like, this one.
That's how good the writing is, though. This is an episode where they climb. They climb so high.
It's such a good one.
This is probably, like I said, I think this is the top season 2 episode. It's definitely, I think, my favorite
this
season
and
2 episode.
Q-Who.
This and Q-Who's good too, obviously for obvious future reasons. Yeah. But just the fact that this is all character drama.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Is there even a B plot? I don't think there's a B plot.
No, it's all. I'm pretty sure Data. It's all that.
It's
and
all
then
Data,
also,
Picard, Riker, and Bruce.
At first, I was pissed about the we're gonna play court. Like 4 people, and then they did it. And I was like, damn it.
They did a good job.
I'm into this. And when he pulled Data's arm off, they did really good on that. Like that scene.
Yeah.
Just looked really good. But that dude, he pissed me off when he came into Data's quarters when he was just...
Dude, didn't even knock.
No, just comes in and starts reading his book, and he's like, do these words mean
looking at his
anything
paintings
to you?
And shit?
Yeah. Well, and he asked her, he's like, do the words mean anything, or are they just words? And I was like, fuck you. How dare you, actually?
I'm sure Data's read more than you probably ever read.
Dude, Data is... Oh, yeah, he's
comprehended
so
more,
many.
yeah.
He just thinks and reads books.
Yeah. That's such a good episode. And
no, I love it. And it had a good ending. Like, I just...
Oh, yeah, and I like how Data had, like... Data being, like... We already said he's a gentleman. Data had, like... You know, he's still fairly innocent, essentially. And he, like, harbors no ill will toward Bruce. He's just like, yo, like... Keep doing your research. Like, keep me updated on it. Whenever it's to a point where I feel comfortable with it, let's work together. Let's do stuff.
No, for real.
And, you know, let's work on stuff. Maybe we can, you know, replicate what Dr. Soong did. And I thought that was cool. Like, he harbored no ill will to her. I thought that was cool.
It just adds the Data's just his charm. You know?
Yeah. His character is, and it's crazy how, like, that's just purely human.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's not vindictive. That's obvious. That's how humans probably should be.
Yeah.
And that's just Data. The android with no emotion is not vindictive. He's not
more human than
grudges.
any of us are.
He's like, let's still work together. You know, and that's great characterization in this episode.
This episode in general is just great. Also, like I was saying before, like how this one made me love Picard. I think this one also got me to like Riker. I already love Data, but like the character development, like those are my 3 favorite characters on the show: Riker, Picard, Data.
Yeah,
always will be. It's kind of hard to beat it. But that episode is just like such a force of all 3 of them just fucking killing it the whole time.
Yeah.
And I also wrote in my notes that Picard used to bang John Philippa Sousa.
Oh man, we got a great episode, and then we go to this next episode.
Yeah, which I actually hate this episode because we got. Well, by the way, I think this is not many Wesley centric episodes. I'm okay with this one, kind of, because it's so cringy.
Yeah.
Reggie's like, Wesley sees the dolphin?
The dolphin?
The dolphin?
I feel like it's dolphin.
Yeah,
dolphin or something like that. It's something more French.
I'm calling them dolphins.
The dolphins. And I'm pretty sure we said this last episode 2 weeks ago about how Wesley loves to just pout and mope and just lean against the wall and cross his arms. He does that like 4 times this episode.
Yeah, bro, he's annoying.
He does it 4. I'm pretty sure he did it like 4 times.
Well, it's like, Wesley, what, you weren't taken back by anybody on fucking Pussy Planet where everybody was naked, but you see this chick and all of a sudden you're just smitten because she knew what that fucking device you're holding was?
Yeah, the big electromagnet, and she's like, be careful, it can rip all the iron out of your blood. He's like,
yeah, he's like, you put the blood somewhere.
Yeah.
But what made me laugh,
gotta go change my pants.
Dude, the little thing that followed her around, that little old lady.
Anya?
Yeah.
The governess, they're like protector. Oh, I hate her. I hate her more than I hate Pulaski.
Dude, yeah.
She was awful.
Yeah, I think they needed someone. I think they were like watching the episodes. They're like, we need someone that's like less of, like more of
even
a dick
more.
Than
Yes. Yeah, they came up with Anya. Of course, the lady that played her did a good job because we hate the character.
Yeah.
But just like the whole mannerisms and like she walks in a sick bay on that tour with Worf and she sees that sick guy who's got like
kill him.
Yeah, just kill him. If you're not gonna do it, I'll do it.
Also, she almost killed Worf.
Yeah,
like
she was fuck out of Worf.
Was losing consciousness, getting choked when Picard came out. He's just like,
Anya, enough.
And
then he talks shit too. He was like, if he hadn't stopped this, I would have won.
Yeah.
His eyes are bulging out of his head.
Yeah, he's like,
he gets strangled by this giant fucking Bigfoot.
Dude, and what's funny is, sorry, it's just so funny seeing Worf get choked and then be like, yeah, it wasn't shit. Whatever. He's like crying in the corner.
And I hate Celia. That's the princess's name, Celia.
Yeah.
And she's awful because if she can't like tell her manservant to knock it the fuck off.
Yeah.
The planet's gonna be a nuclear war by the time the Enterprise leaves.
And she looks way older than Wesley.
Yeah.
Like it seemed weird.
She's like 3 inches taller than him or something. She's definitely tall.
Well, then also, I wrote down Wesley has a boner for 45 minutes. Like that's pretty much the whole show. Yeah. But then Grandma turns into Bigfoot. The thing that she turns into.
Well, she turns into like 3 different things. She turns into the big reptilian.
Yeah, she's that weird little Ewok looking.
The weird Ewok, and then she's the other chick. Yeah, who's actually hotter than Celia.
And the other chick was in Twin Peaks, which is
yeah.
That's damn it, it's not Laura Palmer because that's a friend. That's the girl that dies, but it's the main character That's gonna fucking kill me. I should have wrote that down. I had it in my head when I seen it.
But she was more attractive than the chick who played Celia. It's like she should have been the Celia character.
100%. And she's a great actress.
Yeah, it was just weird that she was maybe she was one of those things where she's like, I like Trek, so let me be in it for a quick cameo or something. Maybe she watched it as a kid, reruns, or the TOS, and was like, I want to be in that, and got that little role, and then they never see her again.
Which I'm about to start a Twin Peaks counter because that's season 1. We had someone from Twin Peaks. Season 2 we get someone. Yeah, I'm about to start doing a Twin Peaks counter.
Yeah, I'm sure we get one every season.
What made me laugh though is she was like, when he finally Wesley's like hanging out with her after he like tells Jordy, I love this chick. I love her. She's great. And
I've known her for 7 minutes. I'm gonna marry her.
I'm in love. Yep. And then also Guinan and them, their advice was just disgusting. Riker was like, "Let me give you advice. You're the most beautiful woman in the planet.
Your eyes are like the stars."
Yeah.
It is sweet talking Guinan, and Guinan's like, "Shut up, kid.
You should learn French horn, Wesley. You should like learn a brass instrument." But he takes her to the replicator, and he's all, is it Solarian chocolate pudding or
Thalian chocolate mousse?
Yeah, Thalian chocolate mousse. And the fucking bowl it replicates was massive.
Yeah, it's a big ass bowl.
What makes me mad though, not a spoon in sight. Couldn't replicate a fucking spoon. Now use your fingers like an animal. And she goes, "Oh, that's great." And he goes, "Oh." Sets down this. Maybe it's just a fat guy in me that's like, "You're gonna waste all that.
You're gonna waste that.
You're gonna fucking just leave that there."
Oh man, wait till you get to season 3, and there's gonna be some wasteful shit. I know you're gonna talk about it. I'm sure you're gonna talk about it. But yes, not a spoon. Very wasteful. Like the food thing in Trek is so annoying because no one eats their food.
No, they just like it's because they have no want. There's no we wasted it.
We have unlimited power. We use power and energy to make food, so technically we can waste it because if we're gonna waste it, we're just gonna put it back in the replicator to become energy again, to go back in the ship's power supply. So suck it.
Still pisses me off.
Yeah,
but
also so annoying.
He takes her into the holodeck.
Yeah,
my hungry ass. But he takes her into the holodeck. He's like, "Well, what do you see this shit?" And he like shows her that planet, and like I was way more interested in the moose. I was like, "Dude, fuck that!" Like, what do you mean? Like, we're just gonna play video games now?
Like whole catalog of alien foods. This chick literally left her planet to go to another planet. She's gonna go back to the planet. She's never gonna leave her planet ever again. They even say that, like, "Oh, this will be the last time you're ever off planet. Like, you're never going to leave.
You're fucking dying here."
Yeah. Which apparently they're like some kind of energy species.
Yeah, because when she turns into her form at the end.
Yeah.
Which I think it would have been great as they were like teleporting away. She's like, "Also, I'm a dude."
It would have been better if just her actual form is a man.
Or if no, I was actually wrote down. I was like, I wish her form was just like, "I don't want you to see my real form." And then he's like, "No, I'm okay with it." And she just turns into an overweight, like balding dude from Brooklyn. Like,
just an incel.
He's just all just fucking. I just picture like
starts gagging.
I just pictured like a early 80s like trash man.
Like, Hey, I collect the garbage. my garbage route.
But also
I kissed that boy over there.
I kissed that. Well, so Wesley goes back to the quarters, right? And the one chick, the old lady, turns into fucking Sasquatch again.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Get back, Wesley!" And she turns into a Sam Squanch as well to fight him. And he's all like,
"He's mad."
Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck?"
So mad.
He probably got to look at the cock on that thing when it turned, and he's like, "Dear God,
can't put my dick in that."
Yeah.
Well, and it's like, dude, Wesley, you're in space. You see alien species every day, and you're mad that this alien is an alien.
Well, and she goes to Wesley. She's like, "Hey, we just don't let this be our last goodbye." And he's like, "Get out of my sight."
Yeah.
I don't like.
Get out of my sight, arms crossed against the wall.
I don't like weird alien guys.
Sulking.
I'm gonna go rage my Pokemon cards. And then fucking he runs back on the teleporter to give her. He has another bowl of pudding.
No spoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna
no spoon.
No spoon.
Probably no spoon again.
And I don't care if it's mousse. I'm calling it pudding every fucking time.
It's what it is. It's fucking pudding. It's just fake. It's probably not even real.
Yeah, but then he says the weirdest thing ever. He's all like, "A taste to remember me by." I was like, "What? Wesley, that was
jerked off into it first,
dude. I started laughing as soon as she went to try it. If he would actually poop, he just like runs out. Got her.
Gotcha, bitch.
But yeah, this episode had me writing down stupid fucking jokes the entire time, and also Worf talking about he asked Worf about sex, and
Yeah, him and Worf bond over it
and
in a
Worf's-
weird way.
He's all like, "Well, it cuts to a scene, and Worf just like
He
doing that
screams
scream.
and then his word is like his dialogue is like the females throw heavy objects while the men read love poetry.
Yeah,
Like that's so fucking Klingon.
Hilarious.
That's Klingon as shit, and I love it.
I loved it too.
So good. I love Klingons. They're great.
Yeah, they are. All right, the Contagion.
Yeah, that's a good Romulan episode.
Yes, honestly, I actually really like this one. The Probe.
Picard's a dork. He's just an archaeology dork.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's just
those archaeology. Iconia. It's there's not much this episode, really. You get a little bit of Picard.
Yeah,
He likes archaeology. It's another part of his character we get to see.
you get some Romulan stuff,
We get some Romulan stuff. We get some crazy ancient alien tech,
which is sick. And also that ship blows up.
The Yamato. Yeah, the Yamato blows up.
Which was
just
funny.
One more galaxy class we don't have for the Dominion War later.
Well, I'm pretty sure I made a joke last episode about having the dude from Lethal Weapon fucking be our
Bartol.
captain, and then they come in, and I was like, he's like, I'm getting too old for this shit, and it fucking blows up.
But it's like, how dumb is that? Why is it that the Enterprise is the only ship that can like solve problems?
Because they're the main characters.
I know.
You know?
It couldn't have been like we figured out how to do it because say they get the logs. They didn't have time in the communication and be like, this is what you got to do. The ship explodes. We don't know what's going on. We think it's a design flaw. And I'm like, for you all been flying on the ship for God knows how long, and there's a design flaw. That's kind of a dumb point.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if it was more like we think we know what it is, but the systems are too far fucked for us to really do anything. We're trying one last thing, and before they really get that out and can explain what the issue was, the ship explodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, could have been like that. And they get the black box and all the ship logs, and that's what gets the Iconia. I don't want to say a virus, but the Iconia's programming that starts rerunning the Enterprise,
fucking it all up.
Yeah,
it was funny when the Vulcans they're like, "Stay back," and they come to find out they're just like just as fucked over there.
I mean the Romulans.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
I was like, what are Vulcans?
The bulkhead Vulcans. But no, the Romulans are like, "Get back, we'll fire," and they're like, I think they're bluffing. Essentially, I think they're just as fucked as we are.
And I love how the solution is just turn it off and back on.
Yeah.
Turn it off and back on.
Did you try resetting the router?
You try taking it out, blowing it, and putting it back in?
Yeah.
That's all he did. That's what Data does. He just turns himself off and back on.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
We'll just do a cold restart.
Yeah. But no, that was a good episode, but it had a weird ending. Like, oh, we just turned it off and back on.
Yeah. And just Picard blows up the last remaining building on. They never even specify if that planet is Iconia. There's no real evidence that is the Iconian homeworld. They just have the little station there with the dimensional or the gate teleporter thing, and that's it.
Yeah,
it's like the only standing structure on the planet is that. So there's no way to tell if that's actually their planet, which is kind of lame. It would be nice if you could have been like, yeah, that's legit Iconia, because the Iconians are pretty important species. Because I mean, we get them in Star Trek Online as an important faction.
Yeah.
So
and they're like,
obviously they didn't know that 25 years ago that it was going to be important, but we allude to them and other ancient species later on in the series, which that's bound to happen. I mean, that's just bound to happen given our evolutionary, lineage and, the fact that the universe is billions and billions and billions of years old, that there's going to be ancient, powerful, extinct species that, could do crazy shit like what the Iconians could do and, take over large sections of the quadrant. So I just kind of wish we could have gotten more fleshed out with them.
No, I agree.
Like, hey, this is the home world, or no, this is just a planet they just happen to occupy. And they, whenever they were defeated, eventually, like this might have been like the last holdout, and this is like the last building on the planet, or something like that. I know it's hindsight and everything, but I just wish we could have got a little bit more. I think they were just trying to focus on the Romulans and the whole like ship virus crap. They were trying to flesh out a whole fucking another species in a show that's only 2 seasons old.
Yeah, they're like fuck. And also, I liked the weird device that the captain had in the video logs. He's like, look at this shit.
Yeah, just that cattle prod.
Yeah.
It was a back scratcher. Engineers have no idea what it does, and like there's just some Iconian 100,000 years ago just scratching his fucking back.
Yeah, he's all like,
sticking it up his ass, trying to clean out his shit.
Yeah, the other shit Murtaugh, is that his name?
Yeah,
He's just all like
Yamato Mortal. Yeah, he's picking his teeth with it. You know, somebody Conan was digging in his ass. Oh man.
And then next episode,
What we got next?
the Royale. I like the Royale.
I do like this one. I do like this one. I feel bad for with Colonel Richie, the poor bastard.
Yeah, dude.
Spent 38 years in a shitty ass book.
Fucking stuck in there.
Yes, just I guess I'm sure at one point he just laid there, just laid in the bed, and just like I'm not moving. Fuck this. This is poor, I'm like
Maybe
the
I'll
dumbass
just
bellboy
die
keeps
soon
getting
enough.
shot.
Yeah.
Just doesn't learn.
I can't block it.
And I feel bad. Like, did this guy like have to live through the book
over and over,
and over,
Yeah.
or did he just kind of like not let the story progress and would just go to sleep when he wanted to sleep, ate when he wanted to eat?
Yeah, he probably
and then
just
went and
lived
play
there.
craps, you know, like
He's
did
fucking
he just
Groundhog's
keep
Day.
doing this? Like, did he follow through with the book?
We needed
know?
a follow up episode that's just a one off to show that guy just being like, "Fuck, I hate this place."
Yeah,
Like,
just
you
the
know,
epilogue prologue thing where he's just like going crazy.
would have been sick.
Yeah.
But I wrote down a note right here. Business.
Yeah.
When
You see
Data-
my Cadillac, boy?
I love it when he puts the cowboy hat on Data.
Yeah.
But Data's smooth with the rolls though. When
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does that one roll and he snaps as he rolls it. I was like,
Papa needs a
"Damn."
new pair of shoes.
Yeah, dude, that was smooth.
That was good. I love when Prince Pounder gets to do like stuff like
He's so
that.
funny.
He just envelops in that role of like what Data knows that there's a role to play. And he just does
He
it.
just kills it.
That's so cool. I love
Well,
that.
I like this one too because they find they like get there and it's just like this fucking
It's like a planet of ammonia.
yeah, and then there's just a door, the turnstile door
Yeah,
or whatever, and it just looks so cool.
But and oddly enough, though, shitty set. If you really think about it, it's a shitty.
Yeah,
the
but they
planet.
did so well on it, like the
Well, no.
lighting.
Well, as in like when they're outside on the planet's surface.
Yeah, when you just see a door in a
Yeah, it's
black.
all black and
Yeah,
that
look-
crazy yellow cloud.
Yeah,
It looks shitty, but it also looks good because it just looks super basic. Like
Looks
there's
liminal.
no. Yeah, it's very weird. So it almost feels like they cheaped out on it.
yeah, but I guess they did it in the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely the interior of the casino looked really nice. The Royale itself looked really good.
Well, and also, sorry, Stu, they get in there and they keep telling you gotta watch out for Mickey D. You know, he sells hamburgers.
Yeah, he walks in, it's just literally just Ronald McDonald
Yeah, dude.
with the overcoat and a 911.
Well, I
11.
was waiting for him to say that bellboy's name was Burger K. You know, like
No, his name was Grimace.
yeah, Grimace. You gotta watch out for. No, he's the Hamburglar.
He's a hamburger. Dude, God, those aliens are dicks.
Yeah,
They somehow like infect the ship, and it's like, are they that stupid? They put him on a planet that they should know based on like what they learned from fucking with the ship and the crew that like they can't survive here.
yeah.
That was just a weird kind of premise. They didn't put him on any sort of like actual habitable planet, so he just had to live in the Royale. But I mean, it's an alien species. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. That one killed that one dude for no reason. Just that's weird.
Yeah,
But yeah, they make it out by
they just buy the casino.
yeah, they
Data plays craps, buy the casino. Super fun episode. Not much to it.
no, just funny and
Just a fun episode.
Yeah.
They probably couldn't figure anything else to do. It's Time Squared. Let's get a Time Squared.
yep. A shuttlecraft adrift in space with Picard on it. Picard,
This could be kind of a nice little horror-esque episode.
Yeah,
I
let's see.
like when there's just kind of mystery to it that's kind of creepy.
no, I feel like
The
there was
vortex
like
thing's fucking wild.
yeah, it was. I feel like there was like 4 Twilight Zone episodes in this season.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it was sick.
Well, and the thing too is, I know we're getting to the end of the episode basically, but they talk about how Deanna's senses of a presence or an intelligence in the vortex, and it aims itself at Picard. And it's like they never explain that.
No,
They just go through it and they're good. And like that's a giant space vortex thing that is alive.
yeah,
Maybe we should find out what the
What
fuck
the fuck
that
is
is,
that?
and maybe kill it if it's evil.
yeah.
Wherever the fuck, because I mean we already had Nagilum that was evil, which probably killed that fucker too. Now we got the space vortex that is made like a living Mobius strip or something.
Yeah,
I
it's
know Worf
fucking
brings that up
crazy.
that it might be a Mobius strip, and it's just alive.
Yeah,
Weird, crazy. But I mean, Twilight Zone episode thing, you never really get the full explanation. You just get the resolution, and then that's kind of the mystery horror thrillerness to it. That's that crazy part of it is just up to your interpretation, or it just never gets explained.
Yeah.
but-
And Picard kills himself.
Yes.
That was fucking crazy, actually.
Well, that's the thing, though. I feel like I kind of saw it coming.
Yeah, no, same.
Because it's like a time loop. The only way to end it is to kill him, kill himself.
Yeah.
And like I love how like Cole Meany is just like sees it and is just like shocked, just and I think Pulaski's there too, and she's just kind of shocked to see it happen, and Picard's just like holsters his shit and goes back to the bridge.
Can we keep the body? I was gonna have sex with it. It looks just like me.
Well, of course, then they get through the vortex, and the extra shuttle and the dead Picard vanish.
Yeah.
Which why did they vanish?
Yeah. I don't even understand that.
And that's the Twilight Zone-ness to it.
That's what made me like it really kind of confused me. I was like, why did everything just leave? Which I guess is because the what's it called? It's like solved. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the time loop ends, the paradox ends.
It just fixes itself. But yeah, I don't know. It was a really sick episode. Like I said, another Twilight Zone-esque episode.
Yeah, I mean, I like the pairing of the Royale with this episode because there's no really lasting effects. You get the one fun episode, one off, and you get the nice creepy thriller. I mean, not thriller, but
almost a conspiracy-esque episode.
Yeah, right back to back, and they're very ends of the spectrum. One's fun, one's kind of like creepy, and they pair really well together. Oddly enough, and like these are great back-to-back episodes.
No, I love it.
So that's very good, and I like how they're quick. They feel quick.
Yeah, they like
quick
easy
little
watches.
adventures. Yeah, for sure.
Some episodes are harder to watch.
Well, I think this next episode's harder to watch.
Icarus Factor.
Yeah,
dude.
Kyle Riker's a dick.
Yeah, dude, his dad sucks.
His dad does kind of suck.
It is.
Grow up. You're a fucking adult and your wife died. Get over it. You got a fucking son to take care of. Quit crying.
Well, he said he's like, I hung around for 13 years. If that wasn't enough, it's too damn bad. 13 years? Like, it's fucking. He's like, I went to get cigarettes when you were 15, and you should have been able to figure it out after that in Alaska. Making fucking big old
Alaska.
hands.
Yeah, they were in Alaska.
Fuck you. And then also,
he apparently he had a relationship with Pulaski in the back.
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah, of course he did. So now Riker, his dad is going to eventually leave the ship, and well, obviously we have Riker gets offered the captain's chair of the Ares, but if Riker decides to stay, which he ultimately does with the Enterprise, he gets to work alongside a chick that fucked his dad.
Yeah. What the fuck? That's the other thing too. Is like. You never thought of saying that once, Pulaski? Oh, I knew your dad.
Yeah, I knew your dad.
You didn't have to say like
I know how big he is.
I blew him. You didn't have to say that. You could have just fucking told him.
Yeah, very weird, and they didn't need to do that.
No,
but I guess they kind of had to have the voice of reason because him and his dad were fighting or bickering or whatever, and
his dad.
Pulaski's kind of like, what are y'all doing? Your father's son. They do the Ambo Jitsu bout, which is kind of cool. With the hockey pads and the catcher's gear and the
Ambo Jiu-Jitsu, I think.
Ambo Jitsu.
Ambo Jitsu.
Yep. Cool sport.
Yeah, honestly,
but apparently it's dangerous.
Yeah, you have to be blind.
Yeah.
Like you blinded and then you
Reva would have killed that sport.
Oh, fuck yeah. 100%.
Yeah, but they're like talking about how dangerous it is, but like they're padded up and they're on a mat. Yeah. And like the sticks they have, like the part they hit each other with is just a big beanbag or something.
Yeah, it looks like
how's that fucking dangerous?
They look like Q-tips.
And then in the 24th century, you can pretty much heal all injuries. So what are you crying about, Pulaski?
Well, she's like, if you do that though, then like we couldn't have like hung out, me and you. That's kind of. But yeah, his dad's a dick. Can't stand his dad, honestly.
The B plot is so much more interesting.
What is the B plot of this one?
Worf is pissed off.
Oh yeah, because it's like his
age of ascension.
It's 10th anniversary of Worf's age of ascension.
It's just Klingons getting poked with pain sticks.
Yeah, you say all of your like insecurities and
some like your insecurities are like things you have trouble with or something or achievements you haven't. Yeah, exactly. I don't really remember what Worf was yelling. I just remember him getting hit with a pain stick and going. Rah!
He's poking with a stick and he's like, I pissed the bed last night. Damn it.
That was definitely a much more enjoyable plot.
No, that was cool.
And I said like bring his friends. So why was it was who was it? It was Geordi. Wesley,
it was Geordi. It was Colm Neely. I can't remember his fucking actual name.
Colm Meany.
Yeah, Colm Meany. Sorry,
O'Brien, Wesley, Geordi, and Pulaski.
Yeah.
Why? I don't see how. I don't see why. I guess
Troy
or Data or Picard and Worf aren't close yet. They don't really get close with the Klingon stuff till season 3. But I figured replace. I guess Brent Spiner wasn't available for that day or something of shooting because I mean, obviously, I love O'Brien, but I don't think O'Brien and Worf are buddy.
No, I do love O'Brien though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's great.
He's like,
he's just there to have the accent and say the story about how he saw some kind of like bear get poked with a Klingon death stick, or paint stick, and its head blew up. In his accent. Yeah. And Pulaski's like, "Shut up. Yeah, we don't need to hear that. It's like,
go fuck yourself.
You're a doctor. What the fuck? You've seen worse, probably."
No, she is the worst.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a much more enjoyable V plot. And then of course it ends with Riker decides to not take the Ares promotion, and it just kind of ends. It's another character driven episode. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of risk or anything to it.
When I watched that as a young, when I watched this back in the day, I was kind of worried, like, oh, is Riker leaving now? You know what I mean? Fuck.
That's another quick episode. Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, now I feel like we're gonna end up saying that a lot because that's kind of what season 2 feels like, is really coherent, quick episodes, most of which are actually really good.
Yeah.
Just gearing up for season 3. Yeah, I guess you could probably say that. Yeah, we're really gaining traction.
And this is the shortest. This is the only season that's not 26 episodes.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Apparently, it's due to like a writer strike or some shit.
That plus budget.
Yeah, and then also apparently Pulaski did not get along with people.
No, she didn't.
On the show.
No.
So they're like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah. Where's Gates? But Pen Pals. This, in my opinion, is the weakest episode of.
I don't like this one.
I don't like this episode either.
I hate it.
I really don't. It's stupid. It's lame. It's a lame premise. They go to look at some geological instabilities in a solar system.
Yeah.
Which I don't remember if they even figured out. Oh, it's because there's some sort of ore that's unstable or something like that in the planet, and Data starts talking with some underage girl on the planet.
Yeah, he's pen pals.
Yeah, pen pals. Well, yeah.
You're weird, Data.
Yeah, Sharzanka.
Yeah, Sharzanka.
Yeah, just that's what the girl from Brooklyn's named or something. And Data knows better than to get involved with a species that is protected by the Prime Directive.
Yeah, it's weird.
Why are they making the emotionless character become emotionally attached to?
Really weird.
Yeah, it was kind of lame. It was just, I guess to show some kind of human growth in Data, but it doesn't make sense. And it's nice seeing Picard get mad that a child's on the bridge again.
Yeah,
even though he's had dumbass Wesley for the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just used to it. I'm trying to get Gates.
Yeah. Oh, and the B plot of this is Wesley getting an assignment, and he's just gonna get bullied by the actual officers. He's like, "No, we don't need to do that. Shut up, kid.
Yeah,
dumb. Yeah, we're not doing this. This will take forever. Fuck you. This is dumb. Bro, get out of here.
If you come back in here with that filet and pudding one more fucking time, bro, we're kicking you out of here."
And then Riker just tells him to man up and be assertive.
Yeah,
and he does it, and the guy's like, "Okay, cool, whatever."
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I guess
I'll do that. Yeah.
All right.
Lame. It's lame. They fixed the planet, and then someone pointed out that at the end of the episode, they take Data goes with Sharzanka. I can't even say that name right. They go to the sick bay. They wipe her memory. Data brings her back to the planet. The planet's good.
Yeah.
And leaves some sort of music box with her.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Data's an android with no emotional attachment. She's not gonna remember anything. She's gonna see this random fucking thing that just magically appeared on her nightstand and be like, what the fuck is this? And just toss it away.
Yeah, that's weird. But it's
the
garbage.
It's totally garbage.
Yeah.
So why would Data has no legitimate emotional connection? Legitimate, none. And he does this emotional thing. That's something you do if you have an emotional connection with somebody. Leave something behind. Yeah, they may not remember it, but it's like a piece of you leave behind. He can't do that because he's a fucking android. He doesn't have an emotion chip yet. So it's kind of a weird. They try to over-humanize Data this episode for whatever reason.
No, I agree.
I don't think it was necessary.
Also, there's a point in the episode with the Times Squared or whatever with Picard with the double Picard when they're looking at the what's it called, the shuttlecraft. Data does a weird thing where he's trying to figure it out, and he goes and scratches his head. I was like, what the fuck? What was that?
That's a weird mannerism.
Sorry to go back, guys. That one.
No, I do remember that though. When they're trying to get the shuttle working again to look at the logs, and they're
and he's all like, "Oh, that's weird," and then he scratches his head, and I was like, "Why the fuck would Data scratch his head?"
Let's get this piece of hot garbage episode and get to the actual good episode.
It's like the heroin episode from the last season.
Let's get to Q-Who.
Yep.
Episode 16. It's wild. It's crazy. They take 16 episodes to get Q back.
Yeah,
in
bro,
this season.
that's kind of
16.
lame. Yeah,
Maybe scheduling conflicts with John Delancey or something.
I just need more of them.
But yeah, we definitely need like at least 2 episodes of John Delancey a season. That's the bare minimum. But and this is great because we get the Guinan Q thing where the opening is Picard is like trying to walk somewhere in the ship and he ends up in a shuttlecraft with Q.
Yeah,
He's like arguing with Q and Q brings it back to 10 forward. No one's there.
yeah.
But Guinan's there. She pops up from behind the bar there and like does her hand thing. Like
Yeah,
just
she does
like
the, like-
looks like Raiden or something.
Yeah,
like
dude.
like I love that. And even Q like gets in like a defensive position
like-
too. He's like, oh, this creature is something you could possibly understand.
You.
They allude to Guinan being more than she is, but apparently, I don't know if this is ever established in any of the games or any of the novels. The connection that Q have with the Elorians, which that would be an interesting story to tell. Because obviously, if no one else is in 10 forward, which is weird. Normally, it's a ship that operates 24/7. Like there's always probably going to be people in 10 forward on like a lunch break or their downtime, their off hours.
Chilling.
No one's there, but obviously Q probably whisked them away.
Yeah,
Guinan's unaffected, so that like
pretty badass.
That's cool. Yeah, and I love the Guinan Q thing, which we're going to see more of that later in later seasons when they kind of go back and forth whenever he's on the ship. It's always nice to see, but that's such a cool little thing they allude to that they really never fully expand upon. But they're 25 episodes in a season, or in this case 22 is a lot. But they have multiple writers. They have probably plenty of stories out there they feel are more important to tell with whatever reason. But
No.
And of course, there's always. I mean, even back then, there was so much secondary media that they could have told those stories in the pocketbooks and all that stuff. We really didn't need an episode. You just go on your own time, read. If they actually did do a story like that, so let's do other stories. But back to this then. I like how we get the season 1 tie-in when Q's like Borg.
Yeah.
Borg,
Look at that.
get fucked. Throws them however fucking far to right in front of a Borg ship.
Yeah, dude.
And someone makes a comment about how maybe like the energy signatures of the Borg ship match the residual patterns of whatever picked up the outposts or the settlements on like the neutral zone when the Romulans had the same issues going on. There's a tie-in right there.
Yeah.
I thought that was really neat. And then we finally get the legitimate introduction of the Borg.
Yeah.
And they're just a bunch of tube people.
Yeah.
Wearing like leotards,
Yeah,
full body. They don't look good yet. The Borg don't look good to Voyager.
That is fair, actually. Yeah.
I just thought of that. We only see the Borg. We don't see the Borg in DS9 at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that at all.
I just thought how the Borg in
miss.
TNG look kind of funny. Like they don't look that menacing. They're just a bunch of tubes going into body parts and like
yeah,
like a lot of them have the weird big extra part of their arm and like the weird like body armor type stuff. It don't look that good yet. Later seasons they kind of flesh it out and it gets a little bit more mechanical-esque. And then Voyager, like the whole suits and what we see in First Contact film,
badass.
they look so good.
It's so cool.
Of course that's probably money for I'm sure. But in this, like they don't really flesh out their assimilation. They don't have like their nanoprobes. They don't do the tubes. Like someone gets hit with like the guy's big extra part of his arm or whatever, and like they haven't fleshed that out
like
yet.
Wraps,
yeah. Like their personal shields are not what we used to see. They're like the weird refractory triangles, not the actual shielding. That they haven't fleshed that out yet. But it's nice to see like we get Borg. We get the menacing assimilation. It's not even an assimilation cube. It's just a regular cube.
Yeah, I love the cube though. I've always been a big fan of just the Borg cube.
What's more terrifying is an assimilation cube where there's like tens of thousands of drones on it going to a planet to assimilate the whole planet. So that's a massive cube.
Yeah,
like the one in Wolf 359 or the one in the Battle of Sector 001. That is a full. I'm pretty sure it's
gigantic,
massive,
scary cube.
The one we saw was just a regular cube, which is still terrifying, but nowhere near as terrifying as an assimilation cube.
No. But this is a great episode, though.
Yeah. And also, they it's the first appearance of the Borg, like I said, haven't fleshed everything out yet. Whenever they're on the ship, they're on the Borg cube, and they're looking around and they see like the Borg nursery.
Yeah.
And like Riker's like, when the Borg are born, they're immediately like given the implants or biomechanical like implants. Basically, I was like, no, those are motherfuckers' babies that when they went to assimilate somebody,
They took them.
they got the kid too, and they like assimilate the kid, put them in like the incubation drawers to to be monitored, I guess. So like
which is crazy.
They're not born. We found out in Voyager they're not born. They'll take kids. They'll take babies, infants. If they get a pregnant person, I'm assuming they have a way for that board to give birth, and then that baby might already be partially assimilated.
Yeah.
So they go in like a way to like an incubation drawer. Like, they're literally in a drawer. Like it's yeah. So maybe that's how it goes. But yeah, they're not born. Which I thought that was kind of neat, given the fact that I've seen every other episode that they kind of didn't know what they were talking about. And then this is the episode Sonia Gomez.
Yes,
introduces.
Yeah,
just another little random side
Gomez
character
comes in.
Yeah, and I really like her.
Yeah, Gomez is sick.
I love her personality. The actress played her was great, and I almost wish she would have stayed more seasons. She was only in for a couple episodes. I wish she would have been Geordi's love interest.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Maybe not like they immediately start dating, but there's like this weird like playfulness connection to them, and they like try and start something, and then part of the episode plot like separates them, keeps them apart. And then maybe it's season 5 or 6, where they like actually get together, because Geordi never got none until obviously Picard when he has daughters, but like he never really got any. He never really got any.
No,
in the show it kind of sucks.
Even Data did.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean Geordi went on some dates and everything, but like he never really fell for anybody, which kind of sucked.
How's Wesley get that before Geordi?
Yeah, right. But I wish you would have stuck around longer, and I wish she would have been in more episodes. I really liked her character. But then again, like there's the whole rotating door of characters. The only one that really stuck around was Barkley.
Yeah, and Barkley's a fucking goon.
No, I love Barkley.
I do
Barkley's
love Barkley.
Great.
I'm just kidding.
But he'll be in our season 3 discussion,
which will be a funny episode to talk about.
But yeah, I mean, this is a great episode. It's menacing, man. The whole cutting beam that takes a chunk of the Enterprise out is crazy.
Yeah, shit was crazy.
Something you ain't seen yet in the show is like the Enterprise getting picked apart.
Yeah, which I love.
And they lost 18 people.
Yeah, bro.
And it's a ship with families, so like they could have been kids.
Yeah, who knows? They didn't.
Whoever the person that fucking had those puppies, the puppies could have been. They probably didn't count the puppies. They might have got the puppies too.
Damn it!
You never know.
Fucking boy, they simulate a dog.
Like, that'd be cool.
That would be sick, actually.
Arf, arf.
Arf, arf.
We are the dog Borg. Yeah.
We are the
the dog talking. Yeah, but I mean that's a great episode. It's a really serious episode. I mean it's going to allude to future episodes. The way Q's like, you're not prepared. Like if they were here now, like you'd be fucked.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lingering plot point. And then they decide to go into Samaritan Snare.
Yeah.
The Pakleds are a race of Shane Gillises. That's how that was my notes. Pakleds are Shane Gillis race.
That is fair.
Yeah. I love the Pakleds. We are strong.
Yeah,
you make us strong.
Go. No, you're dumb. You know what I mean?
And then like the B plot of this was also weird with Picard's artificial heart.
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, the fact that he had an artificial heart to begin with.
Yeah. Did they say that beforehand? Like
no.
Okay, I'm about to say
no, because he kept it a secret. He didn't like people knowing. Remember?
Yeah.
He even like it. He had to open up to Wesley and told him the story of the run-in with the Gnostics against the bar and getting stabbed in the back. And
yeah.
I thought that was a cool story. Like he's like, yeah, I got stabbed in the back, right through the heart. I just laughed.
Yeah.
Dude, badass.
Picard, why you stop bringing up cool shit, bro?
Yeah.
It's the reason you got 4 circles on your neck.
He's great, man.
I love Picard.
And of course, I don't like the idea that he's like he sees it as a weakness, that if the crew knows he has an artificial heart, they're gonna like think less of him.
Well, I mean, I get what he said. Well, it's funny because they talk about disabilities making you straight, like being straights, but I think it's just kind of a thing of like, I guess it's like if you have kids or something, like hiding like, maybe a heart murmur or something crazy from your kids, just so they don't think that you're like, fragile. Something like that. That
or maybe just if people know that he has a heart, the artificial heart, they're going to say, well, how'd you get the artificial heart? He's going to tell the story of him being some brass, cocky,
Yeah, getting
cadet,
stabbed in the fucking back.
picking a fight with some Gnostics 3-on-1, holding his own, but ultimately almost dying.
Yeah,
Like they might think less of him. He's he's just some hothead, like cocky son of a bitch who, he's good now, but what if that hair gets perked up again? He gets into some shit and fucks it all up.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more or less the crew thinking maybe fragile.
Yeah.
And it's weird that he had an artificial heart that I don't remember where they said. I don't know if they said where he was at. Assuming that the hospital he went to didn't have the tech on hand to repair his heart. The only thing they could do was replace it with an artificial heart. So why didn't later he just go back and get?
What I was wondering.
A new heart, because we know they can get biosynthetic organs.
Yeah,
Nog gets a new leg.
Yeah, dude,
it's
for real.
Basically like his regular leg. It just has some synthetic components to it. So why did he get a biosynthetic heart?
Maybe it's kind of maybe it's almost like Picard keeping it as a reminder to not be.
Maybe he probably made the choice,
idiot.
And he was like, "Well, if I got to go back and get it, replaced, just give me a new one. Give me a new artificial one. I'm some sentimentality there behind it. And it's if Crusher had been there, he would have let her do the. He probably would have let her do the surgery on the ship.
Yeah,
Pulaski's there, and he's like, I don't want you even looking at me through this whole ordeal. Don't even look in my direction, bitch.
Yeah,
I don't want you knowing. I don't want you even. Yeah.
I feel like season 3, Crusher gets back and randomly she's like, "You believe Picard's artificial heart?" She's like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
What?
I'm sure she knows how close they are.
Yeah, 100%.
But and then the end of the episode, he wakes up and she's just there, and he's like, "Son of a bitch, what are you doing here?" That's his first words, "What the hell are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Well, I love their doctor outfits, just the red drapes they wear.
Yeah, dude, they're actually kind of cool.
And the doctor's doing the surgery. He's just some smug, we're just going to do a replacement heart, blah, blah. I foresee no complications. And then just nothing but complications.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, he died.
This man is dying.
Also, I think at the end, this is kind of irrelevant, but at the end, I'm pretty sure, because Wesley has to take those exams this episode.
Yeah, he's doing more Starfleet.
But he talks to Wesley on, the shuttlecraft or whatever, and I think he has those little tea sandwiches.
Yeah.
And, I've never thought they looked better. He's like, "Would you like a sandwich?" And he just, hands it to him. We're like,
come on, you have to eat. It's just, we're on the same fucking tiny ship for 6 hours.
Yeah, what's Picard doing right now?
He's, pissed off at first, and Wesley just keeps asking dumb questions that apparently melts Picard's artificial heart, and he opens up to him.
Yeah,
and it's weird. They're on that. I don't remember what type shuttlecraft that is, but it has nacelles. So why are they just going to impulse?
Yeah, that is true. What the fuck's going on?
Because the only pretty much every the little ship that they usually use, this really small one where it's just the one window and it's a one maybe two person, the Galileo that was in the Times Squared.
Yeah,
that ship doesn't have. I think those are just 2 fuel pods for the impulse engine. That doesn't have warp drive.
No,
but this type, I think it's a Type 6 shuttle. Maybe I could be wrong.
It's definitely nicer.
Yeah, it's bigger. It's got interior. It literally has
fucking Astro van.
Yeah, it's a 95 Aerostar. But it literally has warp nacelles. You can see the glowing, blue is the warp coils, and I'm assuming it's the plasma, the warp plasma going through the nacelles.
Yeah,
it's got Bassard collectors. It has at the front. So why are they not going at warp in this? I'm sure it could get warp 2. They're just going to go at quarter impulse for 6 hours. It's probably just a plot device, but whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like it's just one of those things that we're Star Trek nerds. The guys writing it, maybe they're not so much they're not well, I don't really care how the ship works.
Well, Okuda probably hadn't gone all the technical manuals done yet. He's awesome. I love his first name eludes me, but Okuda, he did a lot of the technical designing and stuff on the ships and everything. He's great job. Him and his wife did a fantastic job.
Badasses.
Yeah, so great. But yeah, that just kind of weirded me out. It's got warp nacelles. They're just not going to go at warp.
Yeah, why would we?
No, whatever.
We need to eat sandwiches with Wesley.
They tea sandwiches and talk for 6 hours.
Yeah, and Wesley was
It'd be awkward.
You replicated those and no Thalian pudding. And then up the long ladder.
Ah, yes, I love these. This is a great episode.
Yeah, it is.
I love this one. It's it's not funny, but it's funny
because they're all gonna essentially get murdered.
No, I just these Irish peasants.
Oh yeah,
They're just funny.
Yeah, my bad. I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah, and like the what's his name? Odell's daughter, hot but mean as hell. She
Yeah,
is
total
mean.
bitch.
I don't think she's ever smiled in her life.
No.
And I her and Riker hook up, and she's just like, just meets this guy and is just like, I'm ready to fuck this dude.
Yeah.
She's like, any place to wash my feet? She starts slowly taking her clothes
Yeah.
off.
Any place to wash my feet? What fucking?
Yeah, he just like, and they don't shower but once a week, and
Yeah.
Riker's just like, let me get in that.
Well, what's funny is like Riker's mad about the baby, and the mute guy trying to bang Troy.
But it's fine that he gets to
yeah,
do whatever he
As
wants.
soon as what's her name?
Odell's daughter. I don't
Odell's-
remember.
I
I don't
thought
even remember her name.
Yeah, as soon as she comes on, he's like, "Well, I mean, I can make an exception. Like that's not a big
Yeah.
deal."
Yeah, we're keeping score. She's 2 up on me now. I gotta
Yeah.
do this. Yeah, I love the Danilo something Odell. That guy's great. That actor with his. I love when they're just trying to make booze, and he calls Worf and he's like, "How the hell are we supposed to make booze if we can't light a fire because the ship puts the fire out?" And Worf takes over the replicator and was like, he gets some whiskey and he's like, it's okay, no bite, whatever. It's not good. He gives him
Yeah, dude, what the fuck
was the
was
name?
that
I keep on
called?
saying like Joctala, but that's not it. You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, "That's what it is." Instead, fucking CO, it's the dry ice cup, and he just
Yeah, dude, he just absolutely ruined.
dies.
I guess I didn't write it down.
Dude, that. I love that guy. One of my notes right underneath that is Riker ggets Bush. It's not Kane,
No chance.
And the cloners, man, like the clone on Mariposa, because they're on, what are they on? Briglotis is the planet that the Scottish, the rednecks are on. They're just rednecks.
Yeah, they're just space.
They're farmers, whatever. But then the cloners are on Mariposa. They named the planet after the ship they were on, and it's just like 3 people.
Yeah,
they just keep cloning themselves, and I thought it was so weird that they attack Riker and Pulaski. Like they think just adding 2 more people is going to fix the genetic drift they have going on. That's going to fuck up the population of clones.
Yeah,
and it's like, why don't they just ask them if they could ask the crew if anybody would be willing to, give up a sample of their DNA for cloning?
People.
Yeah. I don't know why did they just do that? There's 1,000 people on the ship. I'm sure out of the 1,000 people, 1 or 2 people have been like, you know what, it's fine, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. Never gonna see these people ever again. They're never probably gonna leave their fucking planet. It's not like they're gonna like try and fucking identity theft my ass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So fuck it. Yeah, let's be nice, help these people out.
Data's like, I will.
Obviously, obviously the obvious thing was to like drop off the Bringloid people on the planet and like, hey, here's your problem, or here's your problem fixed. Start hooking up and quit being prudes and
quit being
these rednecks.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, and they like were so against it, and it was like, well, obviously if they're not going to give you DNA, like it's your only option, like fucking quit being stupid.
Yeah.
Easy solution. As soon as you found out they were clones and they needed the fresh infusion of DNA, anyone watching was like, yeah, they're just going to let the Irish rednecks start knocking everybody up. It's obvious. So yeah, that's a weird just a weird episode.
It is a good one though.
It's good, but it's not. It doesn't feel like Trek. That really don't really feel like Trek.
No, actually, I think when I was younger, I skipped this one because I just didn't like it. But I did look for a place to wash my feet afterwards. See if anyone would have sex with me because I'm washing my feet.
Let's get on to Manhunt.
Yep. Where Troy is all sexed up.
No, it's not Troy. It's Loxana.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Loxana's all sexed up.
Yeah,
She's
my bad.
Going through the phase.
Yeah, she tried to get Picard.
I don't see why she didn't like get smitten by the Antedians that show up and they're just like the fish sticks.
They look so fucking.
They look
weird.
awful.
All blue and like a silver.
Yeah, they look like sardines.
Yeah, dude.
But hey, the makeup design on that was great though. They looked great.
So sick.
Looked awful, but also looked great at the same time. Like,
well, it's like it looks bad, but it's like, what the fuck's an alien gonna look like? Maybe it will look. You know what I mean?
Look like a sardine. Who knows? But
I did like that episode. Yeah. This episode, though.
And I just like the end where it walks on. I was like, oh fuck, there's assassins. Their clothes are lined with like tritonite or whatever, some explosive device. It's like, now you want to bring this up?
Yeah, that's just like there's like assassins.
Like, dry yourself off down there and like maybe bring the attention that these guys are laced in bombs.
Yeah, what the
like while they're on the ship. You know, that's crazy. Yeah, but I mean, you gotta love Loxana. I love when she like invites Picard to dinner.
Yes.
He thinks it's like some formal like group dinner, like with other other members of the crew. He's wearing his dress robes,
and she's all like low cut dress.
Oh, dude, she's like practically naked. She's in her nightie.
Yeah,
and he's just kind of like, fuck.
I
love he gives Mr. Home that whatever that drink was. It looked like Andorian ale or something. That blue drink. And he just chugs it.
Yeah, that's what he did in the originally too. He's just sitting there, just fucking pounding drinks,
fucking getting sauced. I love Mr. Home.
I can't stand being around this woman 24/7.
And then she did it again. She comes on the ship and she has that weird luggage case. And Picard's like, I ain't fucking touching that thing again. And Riker's like, oh, allow me. And immediately realizes his mistake of trying to lift that 300-pound luggage.
Which that made me laugh too, thinking about when Picard tried to pick that up the first time.
The same exact thing. They couldn't get it up, and they really had to put some back into it.
What'd she have in it?
That little fucking gong she bangs every time she takes a bite. That thing's made out of like dwarf star, so it's super heavy. Oh
god!
I didn't really have a lot for this episode. It was funny.
It's just a funny one.
Just walks on, just trying to get dick from anybody. Yeah. She like comes on to Riker too.
Yeah.
Trying to marry Riker. She even like pulls him. He's like, everyone, you're invited to our wedding when I marry Commander Riker. He's just like, the look on his face, wide eyed, like looking at Deanna. I was like, what the fuck is your mom talking about?
What do you mean?
That was a great episode. I like that one.
Which I kind of
it's funnier than the last episode, which was funny because it wasn't supposed to be funny.
No, yeah,
this one was supposed to be funny, and the humor was great. Majel Barrett's fantastic again as always. I love her.
Best.
Yeah, and there's not much to the plot. They're just going to Pacifica to drop some delegates off in the Waxana. I don't know what Federation officials like. Let's make Waxana Troy. Let's make her an ambassador, a diplomat.
Yeah, she's
perfect.
We should have her as a diplomat.
She's perfect.
She's a total dick to everybody. Yeah. It'd be great.
She's so fucking tactless. She's lovely.
Well, it's kind of like you said too, though. Like you don't have like after Q who or sorry, what's it called? My bad. Let me look at my
notes. Which one
is it? Q who?
Is it the one with the Borg?
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of the episode. After that one, I didn't have a lot for the like the rest of the series. Like it just kind of like I feel like
you're just
fizzled out.
Kind of tell you they're like running out of money.
Especially 22. I did not like 22. Well, Shades of Grey.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yes,
but Emissary's next.
Yes,
and
Emissary.
I was wrong.
Worf has a girlfriend.
I was wrong. It wasn't season 3. It was this episode. The Vulcan from the Shizoid Man plays Kaler.
Oh, okay.
Same actress.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I love Kaler. She's bad, dude. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's like that human side, like kind of like calms her down, but she still has that like fire, that Klingon fire in her blood.
Yeah.
But she can like be super cunning and chill, but then like her and Worf do the calisthenics program at one point before they hook up.
Yeah.
And she's kicking ass.
Yeah, just kill it. Also, she had normal teeth. I'm pretty sure
that was her human side.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it was funny.
Just like B'Elanna.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's nice that Worf actually had a love interest before,
Yeah.
He wasn't just some fucking virgin,
not just
some angry virgin.
Yeah, dude. Just
he actually was getting it.
His parents.
I love that, and the whole she's there. Oh, the cool thing was the rendezvous was just her in a fucking like Type 8 probe, or Type 11 probe, whatever. Like just took everything out of it. They launched it at warp. And it had like just the breathing mask, so I'm sure she's just there chilling, like trying not to freak out. Like I'm not in a space coffin right now. I'm not in a space coffin right now.
I'm sure the Klingon side of her was like, yeah.
But no, she was great, and I liked how it ended too. Well, the plot with the fact that there's a Klingon, it's like a D7 just floating around out there waiting for Klingons to wake up.
Yeah.
Like no one. I'm assuming the ship was cloaked for 75 years. In like a weird low power mode. It doesn't make sense how that ship could have had functioned for 75 years with no one maintaining the systems at all. Well, I mean, whatever. It's a plot device. I get that.
Still good.
But it was cool that like they put these motherfuckers to sleep for 75 years, thinking they're still gonna be at war.
Yeah,
and we're just gonna wake up and start fucking shit up. I love that.
Just sleeper cells,
literally. Yeah. The Tong, the Klingon vessel Tong.
The
Tong.
IKS Tong.
Yeah. That was great. And I like how it ended too with like Kaler's just like, no, fucking blow him up. find them, blow them up, kill them.
Yeah.
They'll enjoy that death in battle.
What
And
they
then
want.
Worf's like, no, fuck that. Like, let's put on some Klingon garb, and we'll be like the captain and commander
Yeah.
in the Federation ship, and like trick these idiots, these half awake, sleepy idiots that we're in control. Obviously the war was over,
Yeah.
but the whole like we're a captain of this big ass Federation ship,
Trying to convince them.
Yeah, and he's like, you fool, like Worf puts on his Klingon side, and he's like talking like Klingons and calling each other fools and patak and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You're an idiot. Like, I love that. I'm glad they didn't have to I'm glad they didn't die for no reason.
No, 100%.
That was kind of cool. The main thing is like the relationship between Kaler and Worf, and what kind of was weird to me was, well, not weird. What seemed right was that the fact that like their Klingon sex is like, let's go have combat, and then we'll just bone in the blood of the people we just killed. Essentially, like they kill. They're in the calisthenics program, and like they kill the things, then like they just hook up.
Yeah,
and then Worf's like, okay, we're married now.
Yeah.
She can call whatever. It has his Klingon voice. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" She's freaking
married.
out. Like, no, we're not. And then like the episode ends, and she's leaving to go on the Tong, and she just didn't think to go to the doctor and make sure there wasn't nothing brewing in her belly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
what the fuck? Yeah, Alexander.
No plan B in the 24th century. Like, you definitely let them get all up in you.
So the spiky thing.
It's like a duck's dick, or is it spiked?
Yeah, or is it like a
corkscrew, like a pig?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a good little episode. It was just a nice little Worf-driven episode. I like it.
It was a good one to
start rounding off the season, because the next two are going to be iffy.
Yeah, peak performance.
Yeah, I didn't like this. I didn't like labia face.
Yeah, I don't like the war games thing. Like
the war games was cool.
Well, it's cool, but like that guy pisses me off.
Cerna Kolrami.
Yes,
Cerna
Kolrami.
His face looks like a vagina.
It really does.
Really beefy labias. I didn't really like him. He was even smugger than Pulaski, to the point where she didn't like him.
Yeah, dude, he was.
And Pulaski like indirectly fucks Data up by making him all like giving him anxiety because she challenges him in the whatever that game was.
Yeah, it's Stratagema.
Yeah. And he loses like immediately.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, I'm broken. Thanks, doctor. Thanks, doc. Now, you pointed out that I'm fucked." and it takes Picard to be like, "Hey, like humans make mistakes, basically.
Yeah.
To not make any mistakes and still fail as human. And Data's good now.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, yeah,
I'm getting good.
I'm gonna learn from it."
And the dumbass Ferengis come in, which the Damon Braxton, played by Armin Shimmerman, he's back again, another Ferengi role.
Yep.
Which great, but like they see two Federation ships. Obviously, if they have working sensors, they're firing shots that aren't actually damaging the ship.
Yeah,
like just lasers, easy like optical lasers, and they're like, "Oh, they're fighting. Let's just start." They just jump in the fight.
Yeah. What the? I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was very. Yeah,
you're just gonna get right in.
Yeah, and Picard's like, "Hey, like we're doing a simulation. Oh, it's a war game trial. We're just doing some combat effectiveness testing.
Yeah,
like we're not actually like we're fine. Like that's our ship. It's kind of a relic, so that's why we're using it for testing.
Yeah,
we're not gonna you just didn't explain anything. I just felt that weird.
Just let him get in there and fucking fuck it up.
Yeah, also, but I mean, it was an excuse for Riker to like show his command prowess with his his modified Picard maneuver with the jump to warp as the photon torpedo exploded.
Yeah,
that was I think they just warped behind the planet out of the sensor range or whatever, or the planet blocked the sensors of both ships.
Yeah, so it just blocks everything.
Just an excuse for them to do something like that to make Riker look good.
Yeah. And also, I didn't. When I said I didn't like the war games, I meant the Stratagema. I meant that game. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, just the finger game. They're just finger in the air. Didn't make any sense.
No, dude.
But I did like how at the end, whenever Data and Kolrami have the rematch, Data is just playing them to a stalemate the whole time, and Karami's getting pissed. So they're like 100,000 moves, and he was like, "You made a mockery of me." His labias are flapping the whole time. Yeah, that's a good end, and I guess like Pulaski kind of gained some respect for Data in that.
Yeah,
like he's able to adjust to like changing conditions essentially, but then of course it doesn't really matter because we're at the last episode.
Yeah, which I would say didn't matter because Pulaski's gone.
yeah, we get the Shades of Grey, we get our last appearance, and then we're done with her. Thank God. But yeah, Shades of Grey.
It's a
Clip
flashback
show.
episode.
It's a clip show.
Yeah, it sucks.
What the fuck?
When I watched this originally, I was so fucking mad because I was like, I don't need a flashback of the whole what I just watched. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool, I guess, if I was watching it in normal syndication, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think that episode, like, I'm pretty sure there was like I said, writer strikes and stuff during this time. So that episode is like very apparent.
Yeah, apparently they'd went over budget on Elementary, My Dear Data, and Q Who.
Makes sense.
So they didn't really have enough money to do two more episodes to take them to 3 more episodes, 26 episodes, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have enough to do the third, four episodes.
I was about to say.
Yeah. They didn't have enough money to do that, and I'm assuming I feel like there was a writer strike or something going on with the Writers Guild at the time.
Yeah, there's something happening.
Where they had an issue with getting stuff, getting scripts or storylines written up. But yeah, they just spent too much money. I think that was the main driving factor, which I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did do that. I don't feel like we would have anything else to fill those 4 episodes. That would have really been meaningful. They probably would have been shitty. The 2 great episodes were really great episodes and were worth the money, especially Q Who.
Yeah.
And they definitely paid for themselves as we get
100%.
season 3 and 4. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, I'm honestly like this. I don't have a lot to say because this is just bringing up shit about old episodes in this one,
Yeah.
And this one was a throwaway for me. It really, season 1 and 2, I loved watching it, but I feel like we've just been gearing up to get to the real next year.
Yeah.
Next season.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's gonna be fucking sick.
The whole premise of this was they go to the planet and Riker gets stung by a vine.
Yeah,
and he like the only way to stop the viral infection is to just have bad memories.
Yeah.
And then eventually they're like, the worse the memories, the weaker the thing will get. But then they kind of get to the point where they're showing the same memories over and over again that we've already seen.
It was so annoying.
Yeah, there's not many bad moments in season 1 or 2. There really aren't. Like when it comes to like traumatizing bad memories, there's really not a lot of them. A lot of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a shitty premise. They should have made it to where like, I mean, like just Riker getting hit by a Klingon, like it's just weird clips.
They could have done it differently.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously they saved money, so they reused half the episode was just reused shots of previous seasons. So
and they're able to come back. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It sucks. It's like I wouldn't call it a lame ending. You know what I mean? But it's kind of just like didn't end with a bang. It's just like
no. Which I mean, I'm glad. I mean, you can't end every season with a bang.
No,
because then your first episode of the next season has to be really good too.
And what if you get canceled?
Exactly.
You leave it on a cliffhanger,
you leave it on a cliffhanger. Which I mean, we're gonna see a cliffhanger next season.
Yes,
and that's the first legitimate cliffhanger.
I'm actually
of Trek.
really excited.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I'm already almost done with. I'm almost done with season 3.
Oh, really?
So we'll definitely be prepped to talk about that next week for sure.
I will be. I've been watching it before, like in the 2 weeks, watching it before we get there.
Good. Well, I think we'll definitely have a good amount to talk about season 3. But I mean, season 2. Definitely a solid season. Yeah, definitely worth watching.
Still love
season 1, and we're getting traction.
Better than disco.
Tires are better than disco. Everything's better than disco. I know there's some idiots out there. I'm sorry, viewers out there that would disagree. Yeah. I'm just kidding. They're idiots. The only thing good about disco is it gave us Strange New Worlds.
That is fair.
But yeah, season 2, pretty solid. But I know we want to talk about 2 new games announced.
Yes.
Star Trek Voyager Into the Unknown, and then I don't really want to talk about this one too much. Yeah, Star Trek Infection VR game. VR. I know neither of us do VR stuff.
No.
I do. Let's get Infection out of the way first because I know it's gonna be the one to at least talk about. I like the idea that it takes place on the Defiant.
Yes.
So we're getting. I guess we can assume we're in the DS9 and possibly a little bit past DS9 timeline,
which is really cool.
Yeah, and if I like that if they get a port to PC or consoles and you can play it as your controller,
I would love to check it out.
Dude, I love a horror style Star Trek game like that.
Amazing.
If you're going down the halls of the Defiant, you got fucking zombified, looking crew members you gotta, either cure or avoid or whatever, kind of like the Alien games. Like that'd be so cool.
I would be down.
I would love that.
But VR, if I get a VR, I would play it. But I just have no interest in VR.
Me neither. But
sorry if you like VR, viewers.
Yeah. But the Voyager game,
I'm excited. A fucking roguelite where you can build the ship up and customize it and then fucking go.
I'm hoping we get. I like the idea of I like that cross section of the ship where you're as you travel through the story, you're going to gain more resources. You're able to do more to the ship and repair the interior, upgrades, and do all that stuff. Because I'm sure as soon as you get there, to the caretaker array, your ship's going to be pretty banged up. That's just it's probably how it's going to be. You can't have a fully working ship. Well, they might do that. I don't know.
Maybe you'll get there.
Maybe you'll get there. I don't know. We'll see. Because are they going to start us? Are they going to start us? I'm hoping it is legitimately the show in game form.
Yeah,
where you get to make decisions that are brought to you in the show, but there's the decisions they make in the show, and there's other decisions you could possibly make, and that will take you to other avenues, to where maybe you do end up at the same points, but the journey from episode to episode is a little different. Maybe
you couldn't have put it better because that's exactly what I was hoping. Is it's gonna be like Voyager, where it's we're fucking out here. Something pops up, you make a decision, you die, restart, and just keep trying to do better. Because I'm usually not the biggest fan. Well, I like roguelites, but I'm kind of tired of them. But a Star Trek roguelike with fucking Voyager, that makes sense. That would be a great fucking game.
Now, next we need a Sim City version, but with DS9.
Bro, that's such a good idea.
You're managing you're managing DS9. Yeah, so in the DS9, when O'Brien goes to Earth to take a position at the Academy, you are the character that takes his spot as the new chief of operations of DS9.
That would be great.
You have your commanding officer and your security, and you're trying to maintain the
They put that game out. I'm shitting my pants.
I'm suing because that's my fucking idea. I just put it out right now. TM.
TM.
Trademark. Trademark it.
Jared's got it. Yeah. Or just a simulator of what's it called? Maintenance. I would just like to see a maintenance simulator.
Yeah.
Going around.
It's going through and looking at the flux capacitor and all the different stuff and doing maintenance on the warp core and because they say so many buzzwords the deuterium injectors, the plasma conduits, all this stuff, and you're someone put that as an actual graphic and let's have some silly you're doing maintenance on the ship game.
Yeah, or just give me the Star Trek Voyager Elite Forces games or whatever they're called.
Yeah, remaster those.
Yeah, I would love to see those again. Yeah. I love those as a kid.
Those have been the last. Those were the last. Elite Force 2 was the last Voyager centric game.
Yeah,
and that was 2002 or 2003 or something like that.
Yeah, we need more.
Yeah. So we had we did have the Star Trek game that came out a year or two ago. The one where you're Resurgence, I think is what it was.
Yeah, I believe so.
That I didn't like that one because it's one of the Telltale story type things where it's more.
I'm not in. It looked
story driven. It did look good,
but I'm just not. I want to fly the ship.
And that's what I'm hoping we have in the Voyager one. I hope we get.
I think 100% that's what we'll have.
I want ship to ship combat.
Yeah,
I want that as well. I think that'd be cool. Because I would love to fly the Voyager. I can only do it in Bridge Commander or Star Trek Online, but
which Star Trek Online is fun.
Yeah,
I haven't played it in a while, into that. But yeah, I've been actually it's not really related to Star Trek, but I've been playing it because I like Star Trek. I've been getting into Mass Effect.
Oh yeah,
I've been playing the shit out of the first one.
I've been thinking about looking at that too, but I know that it's a lot of time you got put into that game.
Oh, definitely. I'm 8 hours in, and I've barely scratched the surface.
Yeah.
But the amount of dialogue options and stuff, it feels very more military-esque Trek, but I like it. I think it's pretty cool. But I literally downloaded that because we've been watching so much Star Trek. I was I want to play a fucking space game. I've never played this. Everyone talks about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I'm definitely excited. I already have it. I already have the Voyager game in my Steam wish list.
Yeah, I can't do it on Xbox because I'm lame, guys. I don't have a PC. Just get my Xbox at home, but soon enough.
Well, I think it's gonna come to Xbox.
Yeah, but I don't see it on the store.
You won't see it yet. No. Steam likes to put that out there early. Apparently,
Steam knows what's up.
Steam's.
If I get me a Steam Deck, though, I am planning on getting me one of those. I will probably be only playing on that unless I play games.
Nah, fuck it, dude. Just save up and I'll help you build a PC.
Yeah, we need to get.
You can do a lot with not a lot of money on a PC.
That's fair.
You can be pretty budgeted with I'm only rocking 1080p. I'm not balling out on monitors and stuff, and the hardware I have would definitely work good with 1440, but I'm just cheaped out on the monitors.
I feel that,
and I'm getting great stuff with 1080p, and I can't wait to see Voyager on my monitor.
It's gonna look
so good. You watch the trailer, the scenes we see of the ship and
looks so good.
If that's what's in game, then it's gonna be a great game.
Even
I'm
if it's
so
just
excited
close,
for it.
like I just really, honestly, like I don't get crazy on the graphics. Like I mean, half the shit I play is indie games anyway,
Right.
that look like PlayStation 1 or early PC games. But I just, if it's a good roguelike Star Trek game that's actually Star Trek themed, because I used to play this game called Space Crew, which is like a sequel to Flight Crew, or I can't remember, but it's you're literally just controlling, quite literally, an Enterprise, and all the characters you can make them look like Trek, and you just got to survive ship battles and make them live. And I'm like, can I just get a licensed one? Like, this is great. The guy looks like fucking Picard, but let me just get a licensed one, you know?
But his name's Napoleon and not John Luke.
Yeah.
No.
His name's John Duke Wayne.
John Duke. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. I want to say they said it was like 2026.
Yeah, I think so.
Which,
I think it was
God, so fucking far away.
I mean,
it's already August.
So this fucking year's about done. It's came and went damn near. It's
hopefully 2026 means January 1st, 2026. Yeah. I can buy it immediately. And,
no, I'm excited.
It's gonna be 2026 before we know it. Like I said, it's already August.
Yeah,
rolling through it, but I don't want to wait 6 months into 2026 for a game. I want it immediately as soon as we get to 2026.
And also, though, maybe 2026 we can get Star Trek Jag, the game.
I mean, I want see what if we had that's the cool thing about Trek though is they could do Jag. You could do Special Victims Unit Star Trek.
Dude, that would be so great. Worf playing Ice-T.
How would you even combine Worf and Ice-T talking? How would you even do that? Just the Worf,
This has no honor.
This has no honor, Captain. You will touch that little girl.
You have no honor.
Or it's just Ice-T with the forehead ridges.
Yeah.
Like, he touched that Andorian baby.
See, that's exactly what I was thinking, and I was hoping Picard would play Mariska Hargitay.
She's bald. Oh, dude.
Oh. Well, yeah.
That's season 2.
Yeah, season 2.
That's some Trek news.
Trek news.
I fuck with it. I'm pretty sure we've got a new episode of Strange New Worlds has dropped or will drop.
And I have not watched any of it yet. I'm sorry.
You should. You should. I'm probably going to watch it tomorrow. I'm probably going to go to lunch and watch it while I'm eating lunch somewhere. Doing that and looking like a weirdo, just watching my phone.
Hey, whatever.
At lunch.
Just act like you're filming people while you're watching it. I can make everybody weirded out.
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess are we signing off on that?
I think we're going to sign off and stay tuned next Monday or Tuesday if I'm lazy and don't feel like editing next week's. But hopefully have this episode out this evening. Next week we'll see if I'm even motivated enough to not wait till Tuesday to add everything, edit, and upload.
I feel it.
Man.
Well, and I do want to say just real quick, if any of you are returning for a second episode, we appreciate it. We only got the 50 views, but we didn't think we were going to get that. So anybody that watched it,
single digits.
No, I didn't expect none. We went up 5 views a day, and I've actually was so excited. I'm looking at other YouTube channels, 3 million views. I'm like, oh. But we're killing it. But no, seriously though, if you did tune in, we really do appreciate you all.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and if you didn't, I don't give a shit. We're probably gonna come back for episode 3, and we're gonna keep making them no matter what. If people don't like them or not,
till we get 100 subscribers.
Yeah, we get 100 subscribers, and then we're shutting it down.
Yeah, Patreon.
All right, thanks, folks.
Yeah, thanks you all.
Later.